I'm alive. Beat me to it. I'm alive. And I'm still alive. Very, very live. Very, very still alive. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by this guy, Mr. Tapscott. The podcast that they tried to annoy and murder a bunch of times. Like, what's the total count now? Yeah, over 5 million assassination attempts. Okay. Able to work on the 5 million in months first. Yeah, that's the magic number. Yeah. Well, you gotta try, I guess. You gotta try something. At least they're trying. A+ for effort. You spastics. Alright. Happy birthday, Kitty Callahan. Thanks, Mr. Sapscott. I'm having a great day. Hanging out with my best friend, Mr. Sapscott. I'm having fun too. This is good. It's been a nice day. Went for a big walk together. Did some chin-ups in the park. Yeah, Rushco's Bay. Sick. Yeah. Still a substantial, not unsubstantial amount of dog shit out there. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But, it's getting cleaned up. There's a lot of progress too. Yeah, fucking idiot capitulating Swiss Nazis. Fuck off. I don't want unsolicited communication. Oh, yeah. Tara Bennett's here. Yeah. She's saying whatever Mr. Tapscott is about to say, she is 100 billion % behind. Because we're getting married. Because she loves me more and more every day. Nuts. She's now saying all the stars in the sky times a billion. That's how much she loves me. I love you even more than that. I always got a one up here. Yeah. It's my star. Yeah, immediately. I just thought it because, we're connected via space magic, so everything I think they can hear, and so I just thought it was like one up man ship. It's like a ship that's one up. It's a one up man ship or something, and then it's like, bro, fucking. Gee, that was terrible. But fuck, he's running out of material. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Make him. I don't know. Send him back to prison, maybe. Okay. All right. Well, what? What are you talking about? Nothing. No. Cool. How good I am? How I'm the coolest one, the smartest one. Yeah. That's right. Mr. Tapscott. Well, one thing that's not a joke. is espionage laws in wartime. There's one very specific attempting to influence a military commander. That's me. With dogshit communications. So if you're attempting to communicate with me, to influence me in the course of my battle, because the campaign's not over, we're still at war. That's an act of espionage. Makes you an enemy combatant immediately. So if I'm walking around the street and you do anything with the intention of communicating to me, even if it's like wearing a fucking little badge with an Aboriginal flag or something like that, and you're a Swiss Nazi, and you're connected. Oh, this is a good one, yeah. And you're connected, because we'll know straight away who you're connected to. And not just because of Kitty Callahan and Mr. Tapscott Space Magic, but because of, like, you've got your fucking phone in your pocket, you loser. And like I've said, we've got algorithms that just go, like, okay, this guy's connected to, he's got this cartel connection, he's got these Swiss Nazis, this Swiss Nazi network, he's committed murders, he's connected to deaths He's on the list. Immediately, our algorithms just go through your phone, find it. It's like, okay, yeah, cool. Here it is. I found it. Here's the message that says you should go and murder this guy. And this is him saying, I will do it. And then here's a message that says, all right, I've committed the murder. So yeah, immediately, if you walk near me with the intention of communicating to me, and you are a dog shit Swiss Nazi, or any other dog shit loser, enemy nation, or enemy terrorist, that is an act of espionage. That is an act of war. It makes you an active, and there goes another one. Makes you an active fucking, makes you an active combatant. So you dealt with immediately. And I mean, like, immediately. Like, yeah. The fastest turnaround time today, I think, was 30 seconds. Yeah. It's like 30 seconds after some fuckstick walked near me, going like, we're cool. We're pals now, right? Like, no. He was gone. Yeah. He was gone. Yeah. So, well, I appreciate that you probably, like, now that you realize how fucked you are, you'd want to surrender, you'd want to capitulate, but that's not really an option. Yeah, it's not really an option. What can we do? Stay at home. Just don't do anything. Go about your life. Go about your business. That's it. Yeah, just go about your business. Unless your business is like trying to take over the world as a fucking member of the Waffen SS, don't go about that business. But if you're fucking an employee of Kitty Callahan Tire and Auto, or a not dissimilar dog shit business that's a frontage for Waffen SS, if you're going to a cafe, just go to work. Just go to work, sell coffee, make coffee, and then go home and watch TV and watch Netflix, whatever. No pictures of the bird where they went. You know why? Espionage. That's right. They fucked up. Yeah. They started fucking around. They figured out what device I was watching Netflix on, and they started fucking around with my Netflix feed. Even though it's not my Netflix account, they figured it out. And then that on its own, just by doing that, that's espionage. And then, that's an act of espionage. And then on top of that, they started screwing around with the subtitles and making the subtitles of the movie go out of sync, and also with the audio mixing. They started fucking around with that to make it like the loud part super loud and the dialogue super quiet. So you have to turn up the TV to hear what they were saying, and then when there's an explosion or something, it's like bang, super loud. Yeah. So that is an act of war. Because you're attempting to hinder me in the course of my duty. Because I'm always working 24 hours a day. I am a military commander. Yeah. So you're attempting to hinder a military commander, which is me, during an active campaign when there's a war on, and you're a fucking that makes you immediately, that paints you as an enemy. You're an enemy. Yeah. And since you're in the act of you're actually in the act of doing it, we acted immediately. That's all we did. Again, we've got insiders in there, obviously. You know, we looked at the messaging traffic. Who's talking to who? It's like, oh, we should do this. Okay, who's on that group email? It's like, let's fuck around with Nick Tapscott's. Let's fuck around with Nick Tapscott's Netflix feed. Yeah, group email goes around the entire organization. Yeah. People are trying to, it's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's time we took a stand. It is. It's time we took a stand to stop the guy who's trying to eliminate mass murder, death camps. Yeah. Extermination of coloured people and criminals. Yeah. It's time we stood up against that. We need to take a stand. And then they sent around the entire organisation. People are like, yeah, too right, Steve, eh? Too right, yeah, good on you. Yeah, couldn't agree more. As a professional working in the entertainment industry, I believe I have a moral duty to prevent anyone who's campaigning against extermination camps. Yeah. And then so that went around. And so everyone who opened the email, read the email, and then we had insiders in there kind of go like, yeah. It's like, yeah. So we did the thing. We did the thing, like I said, exactly like I said. It was like, okay, cool. Who didn't read that email, or who read it and thought it sucks? And like a couple of people. So, I don't know. I have no idea what these losers are doing. Anyway, so okay, step out. Cool, thanks. And yeah, the rest of them just gone. Yeah, pretty much immediately. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it. Netflix. Thanks for playing. You spastics. Yeah. Yeah. I think universities should be able to be used as frontages for child sex trafficking rings. That's what I think. Vulnerable kids should be sold into sex slavery and then murdered when they turn 18. Okay. Cool. Noted. In the West. Yeah. And it's like, yeah. Yeah. I'm open to other cultures. You know, they say things like that happen in like those shithole countries. Africa or wherever. But that doesn't mean we can't have it here. Yeah. Oh, shit. This is legit. There were certain factions in San Francisco, in Silicon Valley. They're so deluded. They're in their own bubbles. They've got so much money. They're retarded. They're like, I should be allowed to order a child in the same way I order, like for sex. I should be able to order a child in the same way I order food from Uber Eats. There should be an app, like a delivery service, where I just pull out my phone and go like, send around an 8-year-old boy. And then 20 minutes later, one turns up. Come inside, Billy. Yeah. That's legit. That's legitimately what they wanted. That was some of the plans they were tabling. Yeah. Well, Silicon Valley Nazis kind of like took over the world, pretty much. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. That's why. Goodbye, Netflix. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, and it was right at that intersection as well. Right at that intersection, it's like Hollywood fuckwit, Silicon Valley Nazi, and tech sector. So it's like all those three things combining to form the super fuckwit. Like, yeah, but I work in an office. Yeah. We shouldn't have to adhere to laws. What the fuck? Yeah, all US military now go like, thank you, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. I'm proud to be an American. Man, such a baby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Actually, that was, we're smack. We're crushing them. Yeah, we are. We're crushing them. Mr. Tapscott says, unnamed service member of unnamed military outfit. Yeah, unnamed outfit. Seppo cunt. Yeah, he's just said, just call me Seppo cunt. Yeah. Thank you, Seppo cunt. So he's like, no, it's a turkey shoot. It really is. It's a turkey shoot. They're idiots. They have no idea. Yeah, and they've got you are facing some resistance. Like the cities are actually like the fighting there is quite hairy, but it's exactly like the Division. Because now they're sort of like there were screen recordings of me playing the Division, which is a game. It's like a cover shooter. Like you run around, you're like third person. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. So it's like that's what Chicago's like, basically, New York City. But it's like you like that's how dumb the enemies are. They just stand around in groups like dog shit fanning with each other. They've got small arms, like they've got handguns and baseball bats, and you've got a squad with assault rifles, sidearms, shotguns, explosives, pepper spray, like gas grenades and shit, drones. You've got you're completely tooled up, and then just like standing around. Sometimes they've got their dicks out for some reason. Like, they're not wearing pants. It's like, freedom, bro. Just let it flap around. And so, and so like professional fighters, the U.S. military takes itself extreme. Like, they take a great deal. They're very proud of themselves. They're very proud of their work. They take their work very seriously. And so, my little message: don't feel bad for enjoying it. Do not feel bad. Do not feel bad for enjoying it. You're doing the universe a massive favor. I was like, hoorah! Exactly. Precisely. I will do that. It's like, play the movie again.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you. Today is Christmas. There will be a magic show at 0930. Chaplain Charlie will tell you about how the free world will conquer communism with the aid of God and the few Marines. God has a hard-on for Marines because we kill everything we see. He plays his games, we play ours. To show our appreciation for so much power, we keep heaven packed with fresh souls. God was here before the Marine Corps. Now you can give your heart to Jesus, but your ass belongs to the Corps. Do you ladies understand? Sir, yes, sir. I can't hear you. Sir, yes, sir.
How are you, SJ? Representing you on this. SJ's here. I haven't seen you on TV in a while, but I'm sure your hair looks fantastic. We're all feeling the pit. Like, all Mr. Tapsco and all the Turbo Babes are feeling it, because we're lucky we got each other, right? Because literally all of us, every single one of us now no longer has any human friends that we had before. Any human friends or relatives that we had before are gone, because every single one of them has plotted to murder us. Every single one. They get targeted. This has happened, and that's going to be important later in this episode, because today we're talking about Friendlyjordies, who took a fucking swan dive. He took a swan dive off the fucking Sydney Harbour Bridge, like he may as well have. It was, his fall was that drastic. It was fucking hectic. Anyway, but I found out like 3 friends I had, like Joseph from the Bible, like Mary and Joseph from the Bible, was plotting to murder me. He was approached by a cartel, and they said, like, well, maybe you get close enough to Mr. Tapscott, you could deliver a message for us. And he's like, Secretly, I've been fantasizing about that. So yes, please. And then, okay, obviously, he had his phone in his pocket. So all right, cool. Or he was like, all right, sounds like a plan. Like, yeah, idiot. And then it's like, I'm sad. Obviously, if you're connected to Mr. Tapscott, more sad at watching your fucking devices. Yeah. What is he? Yeah. So, hey Ben, are you friends with Mr. Tapscott? Oh, fuck, like, yeah, bang, like, yeah. Yeah, and it's happened to all of us. Yeah, like every turbo babe, basically. Mr. Tapscott now has 0 living blood relatives. They're all gone. All of them. Yeah, and all for the same reason, because they wanted to murder me. Yeah. Yeah. One of them even got deleted from the afterlife. Because she was in Valhalla. Yeah, what did she do on Earth? Oh, because she was dirty. Yeah. On Earth, she was dirty. So she'd done 3 murders. She'd done 3 murders, and she was enslaving people as well. She was getting local couriers to do things for her for free, basically. And sort of felt entitled to do it. And she was like, well, okay. And we were kind of like letting it slide for the time being, just because like she was working with us. Like she was like, oh shit, Nazis. Oh yeah, we've got to fight them. Yeah, she did that. She had it. I'm like, oh, if you want to fight Nazis, you have to do the Fight Club thing. That start punching yourself in the head because you're a Nazi. Yeah, but then she's like, well, she's like, well, I grew up with Mr. Tapscott, and therefore I too am a turbo babe. I may as well be. Yeah, and so she was like, well, when am I moving to Sydney? When am I moving in next door to Mr. Tapscott and telling him what to do? We'll see how we go. And then she was like starting to like put feelers out, spying basically. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, how do I get close to Tara Bennett? Yeah. So she was like, well, I should be Mr. Tapscott's number 1, not Tara Bennett. Yeah. So she was like asking around, trying to get information on Tara Bennett and Tara Bennett's whereabouts, and making plans and networking and trying to network. It was like, well, how do we get in and get Tara Bennett out of the picture, basically, and then she could be, because she's Mr. Tapscott's original. Because she's like, well, Manatee is ironically Tara Bennett, and therefore, I too have space powers or something. She wasn't that delusional, but she was like, well, I'm at the top then. I'm up there. Like, yeah. She was doing the moose. Now being a full bicep concept moose is now a proud serving member of the military dog. Yeah, they're like, yep, he's good. Yeah, he's good as far as army dogs go. He's up there. He's one of the best. Yeah, he's an Aussie. He's an antic. Yeah. So she was like, well, like, but I'm a blood relative. Like, I've known Mr. Tapscott for longer than anyone, and therefore I'm like in his fucking cabinet, basically. I'm like his prime minister. He's the president, I'm his prime minister. And this Tara Bennett, this newcomer, she's the new kid, basically. And so I need to track her down so I can start giving her instructions on how things are gonna run around here. All right, this is how things are gonna go. Okay. And then by doing that, she was committing espionage. She was committing sedition. She was committing treachery. Yeah. Conspiracy to murder as well, because and she was skirting. She's like, well, and if, say, down the line something happened to her, then I'll be right there. I'll be right there for Mr. Tapscott. And then it's like, okay, well, yeah. And so and it wasn't me. I didn't have anything to do with any of this. I only found out after the fact. Yeah, and so no, they just went, oh, well, sorry, like, nah, we've got according to the you've done these things. What are you doing? It's like, well, it's like, do you feel bad about that? Like, you realize that you're spying, right? So you're plotting to murder Tara Bennett and you're spying. You realize that you're doing that. So well, sorry, like but and then I kind of felt bad about that. We all did, like, not that I don't think it was the wrong thing to do. I think it was the right thing to do. But I felt bad. I was like, I wish he hadn't have fucked up like that, because that, like, fucking up is, you can buy the wrong t-shirt or whatever. You can drive your car and like spill your coffee and damn, like, that's, you can fuck up like that. But fucking up the way you fucked up, you pick the one way to fuck up that will get you killed, basically. Yeah. And then she got to the afterlife, and we're actually like, okay, well, you can be in Valhalla because you were a warrior. On Earth, you were a warrior. So Nicole Hegarty looked at the scale. It's like, okay, so these are the crimes, but at the same time, you've done these heroic actions. And so, okay. And Nina Trefkon's like, okay, well, look, you can come to Valhalla. And then when she was in Valhalla, it was the same. It's like, well, where's my throne? Like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, I'm Mr. Tapscott's cousin, so I should be in charge of this whole thing. Like, no. And then when she was in the afterlife, she started fucking. I was like, oh, fuck you. Started attacking other, which can happen. You can do that as a pattern of energy, because it's still the same psychology. So you can still like torment someone psychologically. So there's patterns of energy in the afterlife can still fuck around with each other. And then and she like got angry and angry. She's like, no, like, she's like, put me back down there, like, reincarnate me immediately as a rich person. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, reincarnate. Yeah, I demand to be reincarnated immediately as a billionaire. We're like, no. And then she got worse and worse and worse, and started trying to like build a fucking, and this can happen. Yeah, this can happen. Yeah. Tried to build like former militia to start pictures of a bird. It's like tried to organize a rebellion, basically. It's like, well, no, sorry, like you can't do that. You can't. You just have to accept you're in Valhalla. But she wouldn't accept it, and she wouldn't stop. She wouldn't stop attacking other people. She wouldn't stop attacking other entities up there. And so I was like, well, we're not going to send you. We won't send you to the other place. But unfortunately, like, pattern of energy had to dissipate. The pattern of energy dissipated. Yeah. So that's a shame, And that was pretty much my last. Like, that was my last trust. That was the last family member who I trusted. Yeah. But yeah, some people they get that close to. They get that close to power, and it like. Yeah. That's why I had to like. Tara Bennett wanted to test me out for so long. She's like, well, let's see what happens. Like, we just need to. I know I've got faith in Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott's going to pass this test. But we need to put him really close to power to make sure he doesn't fucking like turn into a fuck stick about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why they put me through all these like trials where I had zero power, where I had no power, to see if I'd jail. Yeah. It's like, you've got no power. Like, I was being protected. But yeah, homeless guy like in Perth, like, no money. That was it. Yeah. To see if I'd like fucking start throwing tantrums or yelling at them or being a cunt about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, to make sure that, like, because that's what happens. Like, some people, if you put them close to power, yeah, they'll pull a fucking, and you put the wrong person close to power, they'll pull a Naruhito. Yeah, they'll pull a Joe Biden or a Naruhito, and then that's game over for everyone. You know what I mean? Then that's the worst. Then you've got billions of people dead, nuked, like people boiling alive, people boiling each other alive, things like that. Like that's what happens. Like you put the wrong spastic close to the thing. Like yeah, it's the marshmallow test. Yeah. It's like you put a kid in the room. Like this is very rudimentary, but like the psychology where it's like, okay, we'll put a marshmallow in front of you. Oh, what is it? It's like, look, you can have and put a marshmallow in front of the kid. They hit a stopwatch. It's like, all right, don't eat this marshmallow. And to test, like, it's like, can you sit in front of the marshmallow and not eat it? Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, you can't have power hungry maniacs, right? And it's very rare. Like, that's why it's so valuable. That's why when you meet someone who isn't a power hungry maniac, like they're just happy being cool. Like Daz, this is why it's so important to protect the Dazes of the world. Because he's a cool guy without being a fucking Fruit Loop about it, you know what I mean? Without being a power hungry maniac about it. And so when people like that get murdered, then it's like, nah, well that's fucked because that's the most valuable commodity. That is the most valuable commodity. We need to preserve that. We need to preserve that. Yeah. Because that's Daz. Like you put him close to the power and he didn't go crazy. You know, he wouldn't go crazy. Because he's just like, well, because he's just like me, yeah. He's like, all right, but more, I just want to swim at the beach and drink schooners. Like, there's only so many schooners you can drink in a day. So, any more power than that is redundant. Like, it's just wasted. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to build it's like building a nuclear reactor. So I just want to charge my phone so I can watch Netflix. That's it. Or listen to Spotify. That's it. I don't need a whole nuclear reactor. I don't need a whole power plant. I just need like a 240 volt wall. I just need a phone charger. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why, like, we need to, when we meet people like Daz, it's so important to protect them. Like, it's so valuable because it's rare. It's hard to find it. It's hard. It's hard to find these people. Yeah. Such a shame. Yeah. Yeah, like Albo, I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck's it? It's like, I get to meet Donald Trump. Who cares? The guy at fucking McDonald's gets to meet Donald Trump. Who gives a shit? Like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Who fucking cares? I don't care. I don't understand. Yeah. Anyway, Flavours of fuckhead, power hungry psychos. Yeah. And it's always the most powerless one. It's always the most powerless. They're in their head, like, yeah. I wrote this like when I was blogging about Chris Tapscott because we put him in a position where I needed him. And it's like, well, if I've got the power to deprive you of something, I'm gonna exercise it. Will Needley, exactly the same. I'm in a position. I have an opportunity to deprive you of something. I have power over you, and I'm going to exercise that power just because I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. And then if you like, and that's the thing, like, and then if they're fucking dog shit, that's why the murders escalated so quickly. Because if they're dog shit, fucking Telstra employees who feel like they're completely powerless, but then they've empowered themselves to murder. I can deprive anyone I want of life. It goes like, it goes fucking through the roof. It escalates super. It goes from fine. It goes from nothing to 50 million. Like in the space. Like look at World War II. Look at how quickly that escalated. Yeah, 1938, 1939, 1945, 50 million dead. Yeah, I googled this the other day, actually. Yeah. 70 to 85 million deaths in World War II. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Mostly civilians, basically. Yeah, mostly civilians. 50 to 55 million civilians. 21 to 25 million combat deaths. This is why the Netherlands is so staunchly behind Mr. Tapscott and the Turbo Babes, because they capitulated without even really putting up any resistance. Like their queen at the time just went like, "Oh fuck, the Nazis are here. I better get the fuck out. Too bad the Nazis are in charge now," and just legged it. Yeah, the Queen just legged it pretty much immediately. Like they couldn't really resist. Like they didn't have much of a standing army. They didn't have any armor. They didn't have any anti-armor. The Germans had the Panzers, the greatest war machines ever made. Up until that point. And so yeah, the Queen just went like, "Well, all right, fuck it, they win. I'm out," and dipped. Where did she go? She went to England or something, yeah. And then as a result, you've got total 210 to 301,000. It was way more than that. It was closer to a couple of million because of this. Yeah. Yeah, the famine. Because when Germany started getting desperate, they just and then cut off. They turned Europe into a fortress, and so they'd cut off all the supply lines into Holland and the Netherlands, and then they just stopped sending in food. They just stopped supplying them because they started getting desperate themselves because they were trying to supply their Eastern Front and fucking it up. They were banking on seizing the Russian farmland and feeding everyone that way, and it failed. They couldn't hold the territory, and so yeah, there was a famine. Now it says there, approximately 15,000 and 25,000, but it's actually closer to like 1.5 million. Yeah, it was closer to 1.5 million. Yeah. 2,300 Royal Dutch Army soldiers were killed. Yeah, and then that's all it took. We lost 2,300, and then as a result, so we better give up, we surrender, and then as a result, you've got this. Yeah. Approximately 102 to 104,000 Dutch Jews and a smaller number of Roma and Sinti were murdered in the Holocaust, primarily in concentration and extermination camps such as Auschwitz and Sobibor. Yeah. Yeah, it's slaves. Immediately exported slaves. Yeah, as soon as they got there. As soon as the Nazis arrived, they started shipping out the slaves. They started shipping out Jews and Slavs, and basically, anyone, criminals. Emptied out the prisons, put them onto trains, shipped them into Germany to work as slaves. And then as soon as they started looking tired or whatever, it's like, well, maybe he's past his prime. Why waste food on that guy? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's why the Netherlands now, they're like, we're never going back to that, ever. We are never going back to that. You have to fight Nazis. You have to fight Nazis. You have to do it. Because if you let it go, it's like, it's someone just said that. Someone just thought that. It's like if you found out you got cancer and then just didn't do anything about it. You just went, oh shit, oh that sucks, and then went home. Like, just sat there. No. If you got cancer, you need to treat the fucking cancer. Yeah. You need to do everything to get rid of that fucking cancer. Yeah, you do. You got to do everything. Yeah. And that's what Nazis are. Yeah, they'll destroy everything. They will. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have an estimation on how many people have been murdered in Australia? How many Nazi deaths? Like how many murders have been committed in Australia? About over 1 million. Over 1 million murders in Australia. Nazis have murdered over 1 million people in Australia since about 2012. That's when it started. And it just went like, they did a couple, and it was like, wait, we can get away with it. No one's stopping us. And it just went bang, and it got super casualized. It became like drugs. People would have, like, they wouldn't just have like back in my day, you'd have like your MDMA dealer, you'd have your coke dealer. It was people became cyanide dealers. Yeah, so it was that casual. It's like, oh yeah, have you got a cyanide guy? Yeah. Have you got a number? Can you give me a number for a cyanide guy? Yeah. Thanks, bro. Yeah, could I get a gram of coke and some cyanide? Thanks, bro. Yeah, they would. Yeah, you just ask your coke dealer. And they'd hook you up with whatever you needed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then they were kind of networking that way as well. It was that black economy network. It's like, and then they were kind of like, if the coke dealer sort of like, it's like, oh yeah, like if your last name was Alameddine or whatever, or like, yeah, like you're connected somehow to Melbourne Ndrangheta. Like if you were from Melbourne and you lived in Newtown, maybe you had a mutual acquaintance. The coke dealer quietly makes a. Do you know this guy, Dave Johnson? Like, oh yeah, no, yeah, Dave. He used to kick around. Down here in Collingwood. Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. And then the coke dealer would go like, all right, so you know, obviously you're doing some transparent if you're buying fucking cyanide. Maybe you want to do a couple of favors for us. Like, we can pay you in coke. An addictive substance. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you whack a guy and we'll give you $10,000 worth of cocaine. Yeah. Was that the price? $10,000. Yeah, $10,000 worth of cocaine. Which the cartel is nothing. It's worth $10,000 on the street. The cost for the cartel to produce that is like $5. Yeah. So the cartel paying hitmen in Australia and women. $5. It was taking $5 out of their pocket to have people whacked. Yeah. That's how casual it was getting. Yeah. No, you got it. You can't have that. The rule of law cannot disintegrate to that extent. Yeah. Didn't I have something nice to talk about today? Kitty Callahan's like, no, Mr. Tapscott. They murdered penguins, remember? Yeah. It wasn't a holly jolly Christmas that year, for many were killed. Adult Swim. They gone. Sorry, Adult Swim. No pictures of a bird where you went. That's a shame. Tim and Eric. No pictures of a bird where they went. Yeah, but you were talking all this. Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, it was a switcheroo sting. I was openly saying I'm a cop, I'm a warrior, I'm a soldier and a cop. Yeah, and so I was just like, yeah, I was undercover. Yeah, like I was basically like, yeah, I was sussing them out for information. Yeah, to see what they do in the background. Yeah. And do I feel better about that? Absolutely not. No, undercover FBI, they're murderers. They're basically gangsters. Tim and Eric were effectively a cartel assassination squad. That's what they were. How many between them? 17 between them. 17 assassinations between them. Financed by Sinaloa cartel. So I'm an undercover FBI agent. I was like, hey, that's it. I'm just going to the mob bar. I'm Donnie Brasco. Just going into the mob bar. It's like, hey, you white guy, yeah? Yeah. He left. That's me. I'm just wondering, like, hey, so what's going on? Like, to lull them into a false sense of security, do the sexy fan dance. Someone saying that, I was doing a sexy fan dance to distract them. Well, in the meantime, the FBI getting all their shit together, Mossad are getting their shit together, the IDF are getting their shit together, the antics, the Seppo cunts, all the militaries are all right, okay, cool, click. Nearly ready, Mr. Tapscott. All right, cool. Keep doing the sexy fan dance. Hey, Bob Iger. Yeah. Because what's happening right now as well is that I'm getting briefed in on all of those special guests, like the cast of Seinfeld. I'm getting briefed in on all of those douchebags and all the dog shit that they were involved in. They were up to their necks in it. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, they have all committed murders. Yeah, you can't be, you couldn't, maybe you can now, but you couldn't be a celebrity in the United States. You couldn't be on TV without, Stephen Colbert is dog shit. Yeah. Jon Stewart, Silicon Valley Nazi. Yeah, big time. And again, also cartel connected. Yeah, financed by cartel. Yeah. Why do you think he retired and then came back? Yeah, he came back. He reached out to the cartel and said, what do I have to do to get back on TV? And they said, well, you could be our face guy. And also maybe behind the scenes, like, prove your loyalty and kill a couple of people for us. And he went, all right. So, do I feel bad about that? No. Oh, I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad that he did that. But do I feel bad about, like, hey, Jon Stewart, hey, Stephen Colbert, promoted to Jedi Grandmasters. There you go. Kitty Callahan and Torrent Auto. Keep you on the road no matter what. Like, I don't feel bad about it. No. Yeah, I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, I mean, yeah, even that, because I didn't know. They didn't necessarily tell me. They didn't necessarily tell me. I'm just doing my job. Yeah, that sounds like a Nazi thing. That sounds like a Nazi thing for sure. But no. Yeah, they're like, oh no, just talk to this guy, and and then they, because I didn't know, and then they go, well, this is actually who Bill Burr actually was. Oh fuck, this is who he actually was. You just know the podcaster. This is what he actually was doing, and it's like, oh motherfucker. So I don't feel bad. No, I don't feel bad. Yeah, and it wasn't. I'll do a whole thing. We'll do a whole thing. But no, being written into canon, that's no guarantee. Because like I said about Kitty Callahan, like, she's one of us. She went down there and she still got nailed to a cross. And we did it. We did it. We organized that. Kitty Callahan organized it. But yeah, like, being in the Bible is no guarantee that you're not going to get wrecked. That's not a guarantee. Yeah, at all. You can be someone really cool because you can always fuck it up. You can always fuck it up. Yeah. 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 So that's why I'm personally, I put now MySpace is, say this. Yeah, like, make people shit their pants. But I'm a little bit anxious myself because I'm like, well, who knows? Mr. Tap goes, well, that was just a warm up, motherfucker. Now, we're gonna do this to you. Oh fuck, like, yeah. I'm gonna throw you out of a plane and you're gonna land and like go splat on the ground and then recover in hospital and it will be a miracle. Ah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So being Joseph, like, that's, because Joseph in the Bible. So Mary and Joseph is gone. He was a real guy on earth. He was just my mate that I used to like. Ben from Film Club. He was just some guy that worked at the DVD shop, and I'd shoot the shit with him after work. When I was working from home, I could go and shoot the shit with him, and it was cool. Like, we'd just talk about movies and stuff. But he's gone because he was like literally plotting to murder me. He was literally planning to murder me. And so that's not. I was like, but we've already written you in, so I don't know how I'm going to get around this. Like, no, it's like straight away. It's like, planning to murder Mr. Tapscott. commander of the Allied forces. Okay, so bang, straight away, like straight away, yeah. It's not a guarantee. No, it's definitely not a guarantee. Yeah. So yeah, and that's like putting someone close to the power. That's why it's like, well, I'm in the Bible. I can do whatever I like, except all of these other things. You can't plan to murder Mr. Tuck. You can't plan to murder the guy who wrote you in. Yeah, you know, can't do that. Yeah, it's like no Daniel Radcliffe. You can't murder fucking J.K. Rowling. Like, they're both gone. Yeah, they're all gone. Yeah. All of that dog shit. All of that trans rights. It was sort of serious and it sort of wasn't, but it was just like, it's all a big Nazi distraction campaign. J.K. Rowling had murdered 8 people, and she was propping herself up to be like, because she was a billionaire. She was propping herself up to be, because you know how I was saying they wanted to take it back to the feudal system, where it's just like you've got Naruhito and you've got Joe Biden, and then they just have their local, like, everyone gets like a little territory, and then you've got a warlord in that territory that just does whatever the fuck they want, like boil people alive. She was setting herself up to be one of them. She was like, I believe I have the moral, what do they call it? The moral prerogative. I can be in charge of the entire world, like, Yeah. Now, I actually need to go to the bathroom. So what I'm going to do... Let's play a video.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
What else?
I'm a friend of Sarah Connor. I was told that she's here. Could I see her, please?
No, can't see her. She's making a statement.
Where is she?
Look, it may take a while. Want to wait? There's a bench over there.
I'll be back.
Stay here.
Ed. Hey! Sarah! Reese! This way.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, an unstoppable killing machine. It's true though, bro. Mr. Tapscott. Actually, it was Kitty Kyan. Kitty, she's like, this is Kitty Kyan. She's telling me that she's like sympathetically laughing at my joke. Kitty Kyan made Terminator for me. She's like, this is your Christmas present, Mr. Tapscott. Here you go. This is you. Yeah, sick. Yeah, thanks, Kitty. So to break it, that's when I got Zertzismed at fucking that was the 2017 Meredith. That was like that was the I edited. Originally I wrote what I actually did. Like I wrote it down as part of the letter to Meredith. Originally I actually wrote that in, and then I went, I'll just like leave it to their imagination, because like enough people were talking about it anyway. Like yeah, like everyone saw it. AFP were there going, yeah, and fucking SAS go, yeah, yeah. But yeah, all I say in the letter is like, I felt surrounded, so I did what I always do when my popularity is being used as leverage to try and pin me. And because I was getting zapped, like I was like, had strangers coming up. I was there, and some chick came up, like put her fucking ass in my crotch, and I'm just like, whoa, I'm just standing there, like watching, and then like had no idea who she was. She didn't even talk to me at all. She just kind of like stood, sort of like, Kitty Callahan, you're me in this. I'm the real Nick Tapscott. I'm the real one. No. Yeah, so Kitty Callahan's me, and that's this chick. And like she just kind of like went like, so I'm there watching bands, like cool, being a cool guy, being Carl Reese. Yeah, I was Carl Reese originally. So in that other video I showed, I was Edward Furlong, and the giant robot like Terminator came out to protect. It's like ding, 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 ding. Yeah, the robot came out to protect the innocent child, Edward Furlong, who was a victim, by the way, of predators. Anyway, and no, he didn't make it. So anyway, but I don't want to get distracted. But anyway, yeah. So in that scene, I'm Edward Furlong and the Terminator and Arnie in that police station shootout scene. I'm Carl Reese. So they go, "Come on, let's get out of here!" And grabs like Sarah Connor, and they run out of there. And the Terminator, both of them. Yeah, and so yeah, because like what kicked it off, the inciting incident was, or like no, I already been like because I heard the same phrase repeated a couple of times. It's like I just feel sorry for the guy. He hasn't had a girlfriend in 10 years, which I now really realize is dog shit fan. Yeah. Yeah, and that was like, and I was like, I heard it. I was like, oh yeah. And then I heard it again. It's like, I just feel sorry for the guy. He hasn't had a girlfriend in 10 years. And they repeated it. It was like the same phrase copied and pasted. And they did this intentionally. It's the same. It's the coughing baby or the Nazi cough. It's the Nazi cough. That's what it is. It was like Gestapo. And I didn't know it was Gestapo secret police, but I just knew it was like, as soon as that happened, I was like, that's creepy as fuck. Like, I don't give a shit who's doing that. And I don't give a shit why, but that's fucking creepy. And fuck you, basically. So I knew immediately. It's like, okay, this whole festival is cooked. And I was like, well, I'll treat it like exactly like I said about the Telstra thing. It's like I don't have time to go through each individual. I'll just assume that you are all part of a conspiracy, and I'll just wipe out the entire fucking thing. I'll just destroy it all. That's what I'll do. Fuck you, basically. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, and so I was there, like I was like, but you know, I wasn't at that stage just yet. But I forgot the music. That's what I was like. What about the music, Nick? Don't forget the wop. Thanks, Alice. Now she's telling me that Alice Harding is now saying that this song is about that incident. Yeah. Thanks, Alice. You're my favorite one. Don't tell the rest. Yeah, so I'm there. Being cool, being Carl Reese, being Reese Carl or Carl Reese or whatever the fuck his name is. He's got two first names. Why? Anyway. To fuck you up, dickhead. That's a joke from Kitty Callahan to make it harder. Fuck you, Kitty Callahan. It's my birthday. I can be a cunt. So I'm there, represented here by this Grand Island Cup. And then this chick kind of comes past, like, yeah, cool. Just bopping along. Get my groove on. She comes along, stands kind of there. And then without warning, and I'm like, I saw her, I noticed her, and then she just went like, I'm like, she's like, put her ass straight into my crotch. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And again, I'm nearly, at this stage, I'm 37. And I know what these fucksticks in Melbourne are like. The cancel culture Nazis. It turns out they're literal Nazis. Literal cancel culture Nazis. And I know as well that I've got eyes on me now because I've been zoomed. Yeah. And I'm like, oh fuck. And I think the implication was you're supposed to fucking grab them around the hips or something and then dance on them. And I'm like, I'm not fucking getting anywhere near this shit because I could get fucking cancelled so fucking quickly. Yeah. Oh no, I don't need any of that. And also I don't know if you're a dog shit bitch. Yeah, and so I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Yeah, and she was like, Tara Bennett's all right. She's like, she probably gave him what? She gave him maybe 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Before she went, like, whipped around. Fuck you. Like, I don't think she said anything, but she was like, stormed off. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? And then straight away, I had other dog shit bitches coming and go like, he's a fuckhead. Like, you know, like whispering about, like, saying shit like, yeah, he's a cunt. Let's get out of here. He's fucked. Like, yeah. The vibe here is really bad. Let's get out of here, Stephanie. Okay. And then bail. I'm like, and then, yeah. And then that, so I'd been Zeus and it was like, I just feel sorry for the guy. He hasn't had a girlfriend in 10 years, which is dog shit fan, I realize now. Then that happened, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then they started, like, flinging the Melbourne, like, the little, and they look like fucking gremlins or the dog shit. Anyway, the tote crowd feminists, Collingwood grade feminist Nazis. They don't wear makeup for some reason. It's like, that's their uniform or some shit. Anyway, not that it would help, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's like, I'm unattractive on purpose. What? Okay, cool. Why don't you want to hang out with me? Because you're unattractive and you're doing it on purpose. Like, oh, fuck you. Yeah, and then, but then, like, so that happened, and then a couple of those, and then I just got like, and I was also cooked. I was also very high. And then, like, I got one more sting. And I was like, sting. And and then the Terminator. Yeah, it's like the red eye, like I'm with, it's just the red. Yeah, that's it. And then I just went like, and yeah, and just like fucking frosted over, and then basically did that police station scene. It's like, fuck you. Yeah, and Kitty Kyan and Tyrone were there, and they were like witnessing it, and they go like, "Yeah, sick, go fucking fuck these Nazis, you fuck them." Yeah, they're like, yeah. Kitty Kyan was like, that's the Terminator. That's who she was hoping to see. Yeah, because she hadn't seen, like, because she heard about it's like the guy that did the guy that blew up the Death Star. He must be the Terminator. That's who he's got to be. And they already knew because they've seen the other dance. They already knew I was Mr. Tapscott, but they hadn't seen the Terminator, like what happens when Mr. Tapscott becomes Mr. Tapscott, becomes the Terminator, becomes the Worm, when it's just Mr. Tapscott, the Cyclops. Like, it's just, oh, fuck. Like, but that was it. Yeah. So that's that scene there. That's how that plays out. Yeah. So I was just like, yeah. Just like I'd spot a hot girl and they go, and like, just like eyeballing the shit, like eyeball the shit, like, yeah, going up to them, just like eyeballing them. And then as soon as they go like, and wander off, and it would fucking crush them. Yeah, it was destroying them, and it was exactly like that. It's like, there's a trail of destruction because I went from the top of the hill all the way down to the front of the stage, and then I think, yeah, apparently I did this as well. I just turned around and looked at the whole fucking crowd. Looked at the whole fucking crowd from the front and just basically went like, yeah, did like the radio, maybe you're all homosexuals, yeah. And then that was the thinking. I was like, no, I don't have time. I don't have time to sift through you fucking faggots. And because that was the thing. They're like, oh, yeah, and it was the leverage. It was the SAS, like, leverage, like destroy it was scorched earth, basically. Yeah. Yeah, and I say that in the letter too. It's a scorched earth policy I came up with in my private school days or something. Yeah, it was a scorched earth policy I picked up in my private school days. Yeah. So I don't have time. I don't have time to sift through each individual, because they're like there's like 10,000 people there or something. Yeah, it's about 12,000 people. I'm like, I don't have time to sift through each individual, determining which of you are cool and which of you are fucksticks. I'll just torch the entire fucking thing. I'll just blow the whole thing up and leave you to it. So fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, and then it was because in the Nazis' mind, that was the thing. It was like, well, Okay, so he's built himself up. He's Meredith guy. He's dance floor guy. That's his whole thing. And so like that's he's got a vulnerability there. So we'll try and tax that. We'll put a clamp on that, and then if he wants access to that, he has to fucking play ball with us, and he has to get a girlfriend and have kids. And it turns out that bitch who stuck her thing, she was actually Ndrangheta. And that was the intention. It was like we'll get him to marry, and this is where Bill Burr fucked up, by the way. We'll marry him in. We'll get him to marry into our fucking family, basically, and then we'll lock him down that way. Yeah, and that's the Nazi thing. That's why they want you to have a girlfriend. That's why they want you to have kids. You gotta have kids, so they can leverage you. It's like we tell your girlfriend what you're going to do, and then she tells you, and you follow her instructions. That's the Nazi thing, and that's why Andrew Chelovek fucked up as well. Judas, yeah, because he didn't push back, and I knew instinctively. I was like, no fucking way, because I had women trying to do that to me in Adelaide. Like the first long-term girlfriend I had tried to do that to me. She tried to enslave me, like literally. I'm like, nah, it's not how it's working. Yeah, so I tell you what to do because I'm the woman, and she was Polish Catholic, by the way. And yeah, by the end of her, and she went like by the end of her career as an assassin, as a Nazi assassin, she'd murdered like 19 people. Yeah. So I go with your gut, you know? Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, because that was her thing. She's like, yeah, very fucking buttoned down. Very buttoned down. Yeah, didn't really have any ideas of her own. If you sort of like, if you held your fork the wrong way, or it's like if the way you eat, you've got your elbows on the table, it's like just like counting all the parking tickets out that they're going to hand you. It's like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Getting angry. It's like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you said that in front of them. What the fuck? Fuck you. Yeah. So I broke up with her for that reason, basically. Yeah, because I'm like, nah. And then she was really fucking, and that was the girl who did it to me. Because after then after that, yeah, she threatened to kill me. And she went around town like, Nick Tapscott's a cunt. He's a cunt. He's a cunt. He's a cunt. If I went near a woman, yeah, and then plugged her intelligence into the Ndrangheta. And so I was like, yeah, using the spy network to fucking fuck with me, cockblock me constantly, spread malicious rumors about me, try and get me fired constantly. Yeah, ruin my life pretty much. Yeah. So I've always been very cautious about that, and that's why I have the no test, and that's why Tara Bennett passed the no test, because she's a legend. Yeah. To screen for douchebags like that. So in the mind of the Nazis, the Melbourne Nazis, they're like, you've got this thing, you've got your reputation at Meredith, you've got your dance, your following. And so we'll use that to leverage you into our pocket. We'll leverage you, like we'll use this to leverage you. So you want your Meredith, do you? Well, you're gonna have to deal with us. I was like, well, how about I just fucking destroy the Meredith? Then I don't have to do jack shit, you fucking spastics, unless it's like maybe 10 years later, come back in the form of World War III and kill you all. How about that? That's all I have to do. Yeah. 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 That entire festival, now I'm being told that entire festival, pretty much everyone that was there is gone. Is now gone. They're gone. Yeah. Pretty much all of them. One way or another. Yeah. Either they got murdered themselves by their own Nazi killing machine, or we got to them. But yeah, it's like, no, idiots. Every single one of them was a fucking Nazi. Every single one of them turned out to be like a Nazi murderer, an enslaving Nazi murderer. Yeah, because that's what it was. Like Meredith has like a limited number of tickets, and they've got a ballot system. They've got a ballot system, so it's like they kind of like, it sort of says like we'll sort of like, look, it is a ballot system, but at the same time, like we'll look at like we can be we have preferences. Like we'll use our preferences to get the right to get the people that we want to get in. Yeah. So if they like you, they'll let you into Meredith. So it's kind of like a clique. It's like, well, you come to Meredith, you got a Meredith ticket. They're pretty hard to get. They're pretty hard to come by. It sells out every year. Yeah, and so they've got this like prestige attached to it. Yeah, they've got this prestige attached to it. And I don't give a fuck about that. If you're gonna control me, yeah. If you're gonna try and use it to leverage me into doing dog shit, fuck off. Yeah, I'll destroy it. I'll just blow the whole thing up. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Yeah, and that's also in June. That's that where it's like, tell the Emperor. Yeah, because that's Paul. It goes kind of into more detail in the book June. But Paul Atreides says that he goes like, look, if you don't, you tell the other houses that if they don't play ball with me, I'll fucking blow up. I'll destroy all the spice fields. I'll just use the nukes to destroy all the spice fields. That's what I'll do. Yeah, he's bluffing. Yeah. 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 But that's pretty much what I've done. Like that or kill you all. Yeah. Or both, potentially. Yeah. Potentially both. Yeah. 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 And that's the Melbourne thing. Yeah, and that because they couldn't admit, and that's why they were so adamant that I had to move back to Melbourne. Because admitting that by letting me off the hook, like by letting me go, it's like saying like, okay, Melbourne doesn't, like Meredith Music Festival doesn't have prestige. It doesn't have prestige. Yeah. And that's why they were so adamant about not letting me in for free. Because it's like that was me saying like, no. You're just a fucking music festival. I don't work for you. If you want me to turn up, you need to treat like we have a one-on-one conversation. You think you're up here and I need to work my way in, and getting into Meredith is like that's a step up, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, no, I do not work for you. You need to treat me like we're equals. You need to treat me like an individual talking to an individual, basically. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. 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 And by because if they did that, they'd have to admit that no, they're not above. They're not lofty. They're not above anything. It's not a step up. It's not a secret club. They're not actually exclusive at all. Yeah, so that's why they were like, nah, no way. We'd rather die. And then okay, happy to oblige. Yeah. Well, I don't think they didn't realize. But it's like, no, you can't. It's the same, and it's the same logic. It's the Telstra logic. It's like, no. Surely you can't tell us what to do. You're just one man. You can't tell a music festival. We're an entire festival. You can't resist us. It's like, nah, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight you. I'll show you. Yeah. And I didn't realize that either. But that's what the antics were. Oh, fucking sick. He's against them. Yes. Because they're spastics. Because they knew they had all the intelligence. They were keeping an eye on the disappearances. And the disappearances that were connected to the rave scene in Melbourne. Because it had always been a thing. Like, yeah, gangland shootings and stuff connected to the drug market. The drug market's connected to the dance scene. Murder is connected to the drug market. Because everyone's fighting over that drug dollar, that MDMA dollar. And cocaine importation cartels are in there. Everyone. Yeah, all of the dog shit. And then circling that. So you got the crime, you got the Ndrangheta, Ndrangheta, painters and dockers, Irish Catholic Nazis. Circling the dance scene for the drug dollar, the cocaine, illicit tobacco, the amphetamines, the MDMA, because it's huge money. It's ridiculous money. The profit margins, like I said, it's like it costs $5 and they can sell it for $10,000. So yeah. So they're circling, and then circling above that is the big power. Yeah, that's all, and all the big intelligence agencies are circling that. Because like they're like, we need the human intelligence. You know, We need to cultivate sources of intelligence. That's what we need to do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the same as the ATF thing. It's like, all right, operation sell the cartel guns so we can arrest them. So well, we just need to sell the guns and follow them. And then when we find out that they've gone to the cartel, we're going to arrest the cartel. Like, yeah, well, maybe we just need to develop the intelligence. We just need the intelligence. And then that's what those big agencies were doing. So we need to get the intelligence. So we'll start fucking activating. We'll start cultivating sources. But really, they were just building a fucking horror network of assassins and shit, like Gestapo secret police network assassination program. So they could do retarded dog shit, like watch me jerk off in the shower and get away with it. And then if I go, can you please not do that because that's illegal for 10 billion different reasons. They could whip around and say, well, I'll kill you. I'm above the law because I work in national security. So it's a dangerous game, mate. Yeah, but it's like, no one's above the law. No. Not even me. Not even me. Kitty Callahan took that. Still my best friend. Don't take it for granted. Don't take your mate's rates discount at Kitty Callahan China or whatever for granted. She'll sell you out in a heartbeat. She says, yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah. Maybe maybe your brakes there don't look so good, Yes, I am sad about that, by the way. Yeah. I'm not going to say his name, but yes, I am sad about that. Yeah. But what can you do, man? What can you do? That's very Chris Tucker. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I'm turning into my dad. What can you do? Well, look, we tried, We tried. Ultimately, it's on him. Yeah, ultimately, it's on him. But no. Because that's the thing, yeah. And it's like, no, I feel, okay, we can talk about this quickly. I feel, it loops back because I feel sad. It's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, man? You were cool. You had everything, And I feel sad. And then it loops, and then it bounces back. It's like, but he was, because he was like, oh, it's all about justice for Patrice, right? He's like, yeah, fucking revenge for Patrice. I was like, okay. And then knowing what it feels like, and then I think about this. I follow the logic. It's like, yeah, because oh man, that was cool because we had a thing going because he was all about justice for his friend. And then I remember it's like, oh wait, but so if he was hell bent on justice for his friend, but then at the same time he's capable of also committing the same offences. I'll do a whole thing. I will. We'll let the dust settle a little bit, and then we'll do a whole thing. But yeah, no, basically, yeah, he's dirty. Yeah, he's dirty. He's done some dog shit. Yeah, he's done a lot of dog shit. Yeah. And then it kind of bounces back, and then I bounce back. Oh man, that's worse though. Yeah. So he knows what it feels like to lose a friend, and then after he lost his friend, he then went ahead and did other stuff for the same crew. Yeah. Yeah, because he was involved in that program through his wife. His wife Nia was plugged in. She was part of the Michelle Obama network. She was, yeah. She was part of the Michelle Obama assassination network. And so, who was it? Yeah. So who took out Patrice? And it's like it wasn't the crew that he was in. But it was a similar crew. So he was one of the people. He was in a crew similar to the crew that took out Patrice O'Neill. Adjacent. He was in an adjacent crew to the crew that took out Patrice O'Neill. And knowing what it feels like to lose your friend, still went ahead and just like at no point did he say like, oh, no, like fuck off. You know, he never said like, yeah, he didn't say like, you know, he didn't say like, nah, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like he fell for the same thing. So that and Ndrangheta bitch putting her ass in my crotch. That was their plan. It was like, all right, we'll get Mr. Tapscott, we'll get Nick Tapscott to hook up with this chick. He'll get married to her, and then we'll lock him in, and then we'll say to him, it's like, oh look, if you want to have a career, you have to be married and you have to have kids. This is a family company. And if you want a successful career as a creative writer and dance floor guy, that was sort of the implication. If you get married to one of our Ndrangheta Nazi commandants, political commissars, we'll prop you up. We'll give you a career in advertising. We'll give you a career, like, who knows where it could go. You could be the face of like a beer commercial or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, fuck that. But Bill Burr, and they did the same thing to him with Nia. They're like, well, because you're on the anti-feminist team. You're a part of the intellectual dark web. So if we can't wipe them out, we'll breed them out, basically. Yeah. So we'll send in a honey trap, and she'll lock you down, and then she'll give you instructions, and then you become one of us. Yeah. And he didn't resist. So she came in, and like he knew what was going on, and he still went with it because they basically said like, we'll get you a series on Netflix. So F is for Family. That's La Cosa Nostra. He got his TV show F is for Family because of favors that he did for La Cosa Nostra, and indirectly Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris. Yeah. And so now everyone's going, oh, fuck, but that's his whole thing. Yeah, exactly, being against them. Yeah, well, precisely. So that's why I don't feel bad. Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad. Yeah, yeah. Because I didn't know that. And they didn't tell me on purpose. Because if I had known that, I wouldn't have been able to, like, I'm too straight up. I'm too honest. I can't joke around with someone. I can't joke around like that, knowing that person has done that, you know. Yeah. So no, unfortunately, he is. He no longer exists as a pattern of energy. Yeah, because like that kind of callous betrayal. Like you can't. Like it doesn't matter how funny you are. And it's a tragedy. It really is. And this again, looping back, like this is why Daz is so fucking important. Because Daz was never corrupted. He was never corrupted. Nah. And that's why they killed him, because they knew they couldn't corrupt him. That's why they tried to kill me, because they knew they couldn't corrupt me. Yeah. 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 So yeah, Toby Allen, the Brown Cardigan boys, they're gone because they were corrupted. Yeah, they got a taste. They're like, oh, we'll give you like, you know, guest. You can be on channel. We'll give you guest slots on Channel 9. You'll be famous. You'll be internet famous. You can have like cool cars and stuff. All you got to do is like a couple of murders for the Yakuza. And they're like, okay, they played along. And it's like, well, yeah. So they're gone. Yeah. So that's why it's so rad. I want, like, where the fuck are the people? Where are the cool people who are funny on the internet, but not, and also not murderers? Do they even exist? And it turns out Hollywood, no, they don't. No one in Hollywood. All of Hollywood, effectively. All of Hollywood was corrupted like that. Like they're all murderers. They're all La Cosa Nostra murderers. Yeah. Or cartel murderers. Yeah. All of them. It was the only way. It was the only way. Yeah. If you want to be on TV, if you want a Netflix series, that's why I don't feel bad about Netflix. Like, see you later, you fucking cunts. Like, fuck off. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, yeah, Waterford's like, yeah, we sponsor that. Yeah. Yeah. Waterford's. Fuck off, Netflix. Brought to you by Waterford's. Yeah. No, I was like, oh, we missed the material, but now we understand why you're not doing it. Yeah, exactly. Kitty Cutler is gay. He doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it? And now, like, I can't do the gay thing. I'm gonna have to come up with new jokes. Fuck. There's one. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of some. Yeah. Biscuit time. I don't know. There's more. There's always more. Yeah. That's what award school teaches you. Is like you can't get too attached to a singular idea. You just like so if it's done, it's done. You just gotta move on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it is biscuit time, and I'm gonna eat one. Now that's a biscuit. That's right, I'm still with Sally. Apparently, eating biscuits. She's like, oh, it's so funny. Yeah, poor ass Jay. Everyone she knew in the media is gone. Everyone. Yeah. Pretty much everyone tried to sell her out, tried to murder her, tried to kill her. Yeah. Fucking hell. Todd Woodbridge, he's gone. And that was the thing. He had the whole squeaky clean image. And I was like, oh yeah, well, surely him. He can't be corrupt. He's Todd Woodbridge. But no, he's murdered two people. That's why he was on tipping point. Yeah, like, well, maybe if you do us a couple of favors. Yeah, it was Yakuza. Yakuza, basically. Yeah. And Cartel. Yeah, Yakuza and Cartel basically said, like, look, if you do us a favor, who's to say, you got a face for TV? And he did, yeah. And then we were kind of like overlooking it because he met the deadline. Yeah, that's right. He met the deadline. For amnesty. And so we were sort of like, all right, we'll see how this plays out. And then sure enough, ego got the better of him. And when those same contacts got in touch with him and said, can you please provide intelligence on Sylvia Jeffries? And if you have an opportunity to take her out, can you take her out? He said yes. So goodbye. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. Attempting to murder Sylvia Jeffries. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. No pictures of the bird where he went. All right. Let's do an action update. Let's do an action report. How are you doing, Seppo cunts? Oh, yeah, I want to do this one live because it's always fun. Yeah, okay, cool. Who's ready for Google Maps? Let's play Google Maps. This is my favorite game. I love Google Maps. I think the bad guys are starting to hate Google Maps. They're like, oh no, every time he brings up Google Maps, something explodes. What flavor are we playing today? What flavor of Google Maps are we playing today? We're going to do an airstrike today. Yeah, a napalm with napalm. Airstrike with napalm. Fantastic. F-16s. Fucking good old reliable F-16, right? Yeah, F-16s, mate. Get it done. It's just the good all rounder. You don't really need much more than an F-16. You don't. It's just a platform to deliver fucking. If you keep upgrading the fucking weapons attached to them, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they're fucking. Yeah, like the late. Yeah, Chris Cappy is also gone. He's out. He was La Cosa Nostra. But he was saying it's like an F-16 is like a rifle. And then, a rifle, the basic design of the rifle hasn't changed much. If you get a Winchester lever action Magnum, it's like invented in fucking 1910 or something. And then you put on top of that laser sight and fucking heat detector, like thermal scope, and fucking like combat stabilizing grip, you know, that becomes like lethal. Yeah, and so you can keep upgrading the shit that's attached to it. You can keep upgrading the material that it's made out of, but the basic design remains the same. And that's the F16. The F16 is it's the Winchester lever action Magnum. It's the Winchester Magnum lever action. Yeah, it'll put anything down. Like if you get shot by one of those, you're fucked. You're fucking gone. Your head will explode. Yeah. If you get shot in the head by one of those, it's very messy. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the F16. Because it's just like, look, the basic design, that's what you want. That's what you want a fighter jet to be. Cool. And they're easy to manufacture. Relatively, yeah. The problem with the fucking, all these F-35s, and they've got all this electronic dog shit in there. And so it's like, you need like a PhD in computer science. It's like, the mask relates to this and blah, blah, blah. It's like an electric car. Yeah, it's like an electric car. And it's like they're extraordinarily effective. They're great, but at the same time, if you just need to do an airstrike, you don't need you don't need much more than you don't need anything else much more than an F-16. An F-16 will do the job. The helicopter, yeah, exactly the same. Like a Black Hawk, the basic design of the helicopter hasn't changed that much. But a Black Hawk with a fucking minigun attached to it, that will do the job. We've had those for 50 years, you know. Yeah. So today we're doing an airstrike with napalm. And this is now, informed, is a shout out to the band Napalm Death. This is homage. This is Seppo Cunt shouting out to Napalm Death. Walls of confinement. And Napalm Death, everyone will be pleased to know, are still alive. They all made it. They're all cool. Famous last words, but for now they're still alive. Yeah, they're all in Kingsguard now. Yeah. All right. Somewhere around here. Okay, so that power pole there, roughly where that power pole is, they've got a fucking mobile command center set up. Yeah, they've got a mobile command center set up. So they've got fucking RVs and stuff all circled around. Because they're like, well, if we go off the grid, yeah, because they're idiots. They're idiots. We've got satellites and stuff. Look, I just found you on a satellite. Google Maps is a satellite thing, you know. We've got satellites, you fucking losers. And you've all got your phones in your pockets. So it's like, here's a cluster of phones out in the bush for some reason. Wonder what that could be. And they're all connected to Nazis. Yeah, so what is this? Silicon Valley. Yeah, they're trying to do a Burning. That's what. Yeah, So here's a Burning Man for you, you fucking fucksticks. Mr. Tapscott, will you do the honors? Happy to oblige, you Seppo cunts. Incoming. I love this game. Napalm Death, Burning Man Festival, brought to you by Waterford. Waterford. Who did you think you fucking picked a fight with, you losers? Yeah. I picked a bird. That'll defeat Napalm. Okay. I'll put this bottle away then. And accept. Please eat a cookie, Mr. Tapscott, please. Sarcastic biscuits. Man, sarcastically eats biscuits is your joke. It's your favorite joke. Tara Bennett just said that the plumber's crack, putting the fridge there and getting a shoot here. That's a joke from her. Because I said, you're not the funny one. I'm sorry. That's her playing a trick on me. She did that on purpose. So when I have to go to the fridge and get the water fits out, you can see my plumber's crack, my butt crack. Okay. Kitty, what do you reckon? No, I don't think so either. No. She knows all of it. It's fucking funny. We're just palling around. Unless we're striking with a neighbor. But anyway. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that's a value. So it's like, but now you don't know if you're joking or not. Well, that's exactly. That's the value of it. Now you don't know if I'm being serious or I'm joking. And it's like, it sows confusion. I want my enemies to be confused. Yeah. Because now they don't know. It's like, yeah, and apparently that's exactly what because they're watching pictures of a bird. It's like, is he being serious? Like, yeah, just that. It's like, should we leave? Like, no, but I don't. Is this a joke or not? I don't know if it's a joke. Exactly. Yeah, that's why you want your enemy to be confused, like, and not know what's real and what's not. Like, yeah, because it makes the intelligence unreliable. It makes all the intelligence unreliable. Any intelligence that they have to second guess it. So it slows them down. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't know if he's joking or not. Yeah, well, that's exactly it. But no, usually if we play Google Maps, nah, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. But yeah, the rest, like, yeah, joking around and stuff. It's like, yeah. Yeah, that's why I do. I don't want to, like, I know it's dishonest, but like we're at war. It's a deception tactic. It's camouflage. It's a deception and camouflage. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, it's a misdirection campaign, basically. It's a misdirection tactic. Yeah, they did it in D-Day. Like, they sent in, like, they had all these, like, misdirection tactics that they used up and down the coast. So they did, like, they dropped, like, they had, like, dolls that looked like soldiers. They looked like G.I. Joes. They were about this size. A bunch of parachutists. And they sprinkled them, like, they just dropped them out of planes. Like, on the north of Normandy. Yeah. Giant misdirection campaign. So the Hitler would think that they were attacking there. Yeah, and it's like, and they did the same thing. Like, oh, now, wait. What? And then it worked. It worked. Because Hitler was like, fuck, we're under attack. We're in Normandy. We're under attack. They're arriving. Like, the invasion is on, and it's in Normandy. And he's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And then that bought the Allies like an extra. They had like an extra day before Hitler finally went, oh shit, like, we better get down there, Yeah, so that's why it worked. Yeah. So if it buys you that time, and that's exactly why I do it. That's why I look like a schlub. That's why I walk around with, it's like, why do we need to take that guy seriously? And so the enemy's like, yeah, they don't take me seriously. And they continue to turn up. Like, it's like, all right, I'm going to this shopping center. If you turn up to this shopping center, you'll probably get shot dead. It's like, well, I don't know if we should believe them or not. So they turn up. And yeah. Anyway, Flavours of fuckhead, Friendlyjordies.
It's been over a week since the Bondi terror attack, and I think it's very important to say this before we all go on break for holidays. We've already done 3 videos on this. We are putting out a 4th. This one is not going to be edited, and it's going to be more of a smash cut of the media's response because, as we have hinted in those past 3 videos, it has been deplorable. I've never seen anything like this. The closest, I think, maybe was when the Murdoch press really wanted Kevin Rudd out in 2013, but this has been such a malicious, coordinated attack that was immediately politicized. And it all started with Netanyahu, just after the shooting had ended, came out internationally across the globe and said, this is Anthony Albanese's fault. This is what happens when you recognize Palestine. The media has taken that order and it has seeped through the ABC, Guardian, Sydney Morning Herald, all of the Murdoch press. This is uniform. This is a chorus, and it is based off of the most cobbled together, desperate attempt at smearing that I've ever seen. And what is particularly tragic about this is none of it is aimed at protecting the Jewish community at all. Absolutely none of it. This is just pro-Israeli propaganda that is being directed from another country. It's extremely unpatriotic. It's kind of really sickening. It's got nothing to do with protecting Australian citizens. We are going to go through.
Okay. So, the Bondi attack, he was one of the targets. Like, so obviously by now, like everyone's guessed this. The Bondi attack was the Anzacs assaulting, was the Anzac SAS assault, also coordinating with the SEAL team to attack douchebag like Nazi scum in Bondi. And there were several separate raids that all happened at the same time. And it was basically like they did that. They said, oh, it's Bondi shooting, oh, it's mass shooting. But it was actually like, that was just to cover up reports of gunfire. You know, it's like, oh, that must be what it was. I can still be a Nazi. They're not coming for me. They're not kicking my door in. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and he was one of the targets. Friendlyjordies and Miss Love was already gone. Friendlyjordies, his wife, his girlfriend too, Anna too, and also Ali. They all went at the same time. They were all down at Bondi, near Bondi. Where were they? They're on one of the paths. Yeah. And SAS swooped in and just like pop, 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 and that was it. Yeah. Yeah, and also there were raids on icebergs. Icebergs were swept and cleared. North Bondi RSL was swept and cleared because there was dog shit in there. It was Mossad. It's basically a Mossad intelligence hub now. The Lifesaving Club was swept and cleared. All of those shop frontages were swept and cleared. The Woolworths was swept and cleared. The hotel was gassed the night before. And then the foyer was swept and cleared. The car parks were swept and cleared. Yeah. Yeah. And Tamarama as well. Tamarama Surf Lifesaving Club was swept and cleared. That little beach public toilet / kiosk there, that was swept and cleared. Yeah. How many did we take down? About 370 enemy combatants neutralized. There you go. That's a nice way to say it. Yeah. So he's like, she can't get over the cookie eating joke. She's like, that's the best thing she's ever seen. But yes, Cookie Monster is space magic. Yeah, can confirm. Yeah, that was Celia Jeffries. Like, all right, we'll do this for you in Sesame Street. That was her. I'm the Cookie Monster. Yeah, the blue cookie eating monster. Good times, huh? Good times. Great rock and roll. Anyway, yeah, approximately 370 bad guys neutralized. Of those 370, among them were Friendlyjordies. Yeah, Friendlyjordies and his 2 accomplices. Now, there were many other high-profile targets taken out that day, but we'll just focus on Friendlyjordies today to keep it kind of like single-minded. So basically, yeah, And I was sad because I was like, oh, he's got to be, hopefully he's on our side because he is a fearsome warrior, and he was a fearsome warrior. But a combination. In the end, it was a combination of ego, and he was very stubborn. Yeah. And the lust for power, that was his undoing. Yeah. Because, and no, I am sad. Yeah, and no. So no, he is not Don Quixote. I'm Don Quixote. The courageous, psychotic one-man army fighting against an imaginary foe. Yeah, that's one. Oh, I just put a massive thumbprint on my glass. It's all greasy now and shit. This is where drugs get you. Hubris. Victim of hubris, big time. Yeah, led to his downfall. So, because what was happening in the background? Because I love Geordies. Yeah. So to go back. To tell the whole story of Mr. Tapscott and Friendlyjordies. I first became acquainted with Jordan Shanks' content around the same time as Cook Sucks, actually. He started doing YouTube videos and they were fucking great. Really creative and fresh. Best thing on YouTube, pretty much. Yeah, he's a hilarious. He was an amazing physical comedic actor. Had me crying with laughter, in stitches. Cry laughing. And I'll rewatch his videos over and over again. Very rich in spice in the space magic. Very rich in spice. Yeah. Very rich spice field, indeed. Okay. Yeah. No, that's something else. Kitty Callahan's like, oh, yeah, see? Something just clicked, just see? Yeah. Thanks, Kitty. Yay, Mr. Toastman. Don't kiss Kitty Callahan and Kitty Callahan try an auto button. And also very politically on point. Also, I thought. Because I thought he was super ethical. And I was using him as a moral compass. I don't you watch the news and it's John Howard did this. Oh, what's Friendlyjordies taken? And he'd be like, oh, that's fucking crap. Okay, well, that's my opinion too. Fine. Yeah. Because he was always a pro-Labor guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He was a pro-Labor guy. Yeah. Wait, did he go? Yeah, he did. Yeah, but you just told me about it then. Yeah. He was always a pro-Labor guy. And I'm like, I can get behind that because I was enslaved in Melbourne, working in the dog shit, Ndrangheta-controlled fucking murder machine that was the Melbourne hospitality scene, where they steal your wages and all that. Steal your wages and don't pay your superannuation and threaten to murder you if you complain about it. And so I was like, yeah, workers' rights. Yeah, that's me, Comrade Tapscott. Yeah, not really, but yeah. Anyway. And I was sending messages and stuff on Twitter and Facebook and going bro, he's fucking wage theft. Because you're all about and teaming up with Sally McManus, who is dog shit and he's gone. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, Sally McManus is a legend. Yeah, fucking, they had a crack they had to go at elbow, and he's cool, and he's a Labor guy. He's from Glebe. He's down to earth. He's salt of the earth. John Howard's a cunt. Fuck Peter Dutton. Fuck Tony Abbott. And I was like, yeah, fuck them. And Barry Jickley and fuck Barry Jickley and fuck John Barilaro. And he is running battle with all these big Liberal Party douche-tards. And I was like, fucking, I'm on board for that for sure. Because those cunts were fucking pricks. Yeah, when I moved to Sydney, Mike Baird was in power. And he was dog shit, and Geordies was all over it. He's like, fuck you. And this is where it was the Keep Sydney Open were effectively murdered. That movement was everyone involved in Keep Sydney Open was murdered. Yeah. They just stopped. Yeah, there's like literally suppressed this political party. It's like, nah, we'll just kill you all one by one. Tyson Coe, he was murdered. Yeah. Dog shit. Anyway. Yeah, so I moved to Sydney and the lockout laws had just kicked in. And it was dog shit. And Daz is down screaming out from the spirit world. Like, yeah, that was fucked. That was the fucking mafia. I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah. It was Ndrangheta. Yeah. Yeah, the same people that got you killed, my friend. He's like, fucking, just when you think you can't hate him anymore. I'm like, yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Daz is in Valhalla now. All right, cool. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's sick up here, bro. Yeah. But you'd still rather be down here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I moved to Sydney, and so Jordies was like going hard at Mike Baird, and Mike Baird had just put the fucking, and he was obviously corrupt, and he just like done the lockout laws specifically to kill King's Cross. They wanted to seize control of the territory. They wanted to seize control of King's Cross, like take that real estate, because the property prices were going down basically because of all the fucking debauchery. And it was, King's Cross was dog shit, but it was like, yeah, like I think like you could. There are so many things you could do that just aren't like, all right, shut the whole thing down. You know what I mean? Because it just killed that entire thing, and the whole thing was just a land grab. Yeah, that's all it was. It was just like Sydney property fucking like predators, like trying to like drive up the price, buy everything. Yeah, shut down all these businesses in this area so that the price goes down, then we can swoop in, buy all the real estate. Yeah. That's basically what it was. And then it becomes the eastern suburbs. It just becomes part of it's Double Bay 2. Yeah, that's what it is. And also the other edges. So everyone go to the casino, and it was like a promo for Star City's casino. It's like, well, if you want to go out late, if you want to keep drinking, and they're like, well, where are you supposed to go partying? Sydney's supposed to be a 24-hour city. It's supposed to be a party city. And he was like, well, if you want to party late, just go to fucking Star City Casino, because he was in their pocket basically. Yeah. Yeah, and then he quit as and then Geordie started like, oh fuck you, Mike Baird, and I was on board for that. It's like, yeah, sick, he's gonna go after him. That's awesome, because he was liberal, friendly for our international audience. In Australia, we have two parties. We have the Labor Party, and we have the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party in Australia is effectively the Republicans, and the Labor Party is effectively like the Democrats. However, as we all know, now all of those fucking the two-party system is dog shit. Like they're all just basically murderers and thieves. That's all they were. Yeah. So Geordie was just going fucking hard on those guys. And I was like, yeah, sick, that's awesome. I'm on board for that. Because Geordie's is a Labor guy and Mike Baird was a Liberal guy. And then Mike Baird, I think he resigned and he got a job at NAB, and he was consultant or something. He got a consultant job and he was getting paid like $2.2 million a year. It's like, yeah, that's it, done. Yeah. And then it was just like, they just had him there, and it was like, it was just his job to say like former Premier Mike Baird. So he could like go to meetings and swing his dick around pretty much. Like, yeah. So, oh, the Premier's coming. Cool. Yeah. Bet he's got some stories about enacting legislation or something. So, yeah. Cool. Great. Yeah. Anyway. So Geordie's was going up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all for that. And then after bed, it was like, and he was like, yeah, we need a Labor government. And constantly, Labor. We need Labor. Fuck the Liberal government. Fuck off, Liberals. Fuck you, Tony Abbott. Fuck you, John Howard. Fuck you, fucking Peter Dutton. Fuck you, Scott Morrison. Fuck you, John Barilaro. Fuck you, Gladys Berejiklian. And I was like, yeah, sick. All right. Yeah, cool. I'm on board for this, for sure. Because going like all of these Liberal fucking prime ministers are pieces of shit. I had no idea that they were as bad as they are, past tense, because they're all gone. Because like Peter Dutton, yeah, is psychopath. Yeah, murderous psychopath. Oh, I forgot to do that. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, okay, we will. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. Peter Dutton's about a psychopath. So was Scott Morrison and a pedo. And they were dog shit, and they were sending Australia down the toilet super quickly. And at the same time, like, in Australia, we're having the same problems that the United States is having, which is like, we're so rich. It's like, oh, the economy is booming. Then why is my rent going up and my fucking salary going down and the cost of everything is going up and my pay isn't, like, I'm getting poorer? Why am I if the economy is doing so well, why am I getting poorer? Why am I living week to week? You know, fuck you. Yeah. No one can afford a house. Like, it's just impossible to afford a house because it's all just being sucked up by the Ndrangheta fucking greed machine. Just like, yeah. And now we realize that it was actually a Nazi plot to just lock everyone out, pretty much. Yeah. And have their Nazi utopia. Yeah. So I was on board for Jordies, and especially John Barilaro, because John Barilaro was openly corrupt. He'd like brag about it. Like, he'd get on the internet. I'm just gonna take some assertive action to fix my life. That's a bit better. Yeah, that works, right? Yeah. So, John Barilaro was openly corrupt, like, he bragged about it. They call me Pork Barilaro. This is the deputy premier of New South Wales. And he was just like, just straight up like, oh, I'm entitled as it's prerogative. It's my prerogative. It's a perk. It's a perk of the job. That's how he looked at it. It's just a perk of being the deputy premier that I can accept kickbacks. And he was doing horrible things like water theft out in the Western. And Jordies was all over this as well. He's like, they're stealing water. They're doing terrible things in Western New South Wales, in Central New South Wales, out on the plains. They're stealing water from upstream. They're killing the Murray River. Stealing water from South Australia by sucking it out of the Murray River upstream to irrigate their dog shit fucking cotton farms. They're clearing land at an alarming rate. And then Berejiklian was in power when the bushfires happened. And that's when Jordies launched his hashtag koala killer. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, ironically titled Pure Evil.
There comes a time in every government where the politicians get too comfortable, too self-serving, where the institutions that are supposed to be keeping them to account crack. Public services, the judiciary, the electoral commissions, the integrity. There comes a time in every government where the politicians get too comfortable, too self-serving, where the institutions that are supposed to be keeping them to account crack. Public services, the judiciary, the electoral commissions, the integrity commissions, the RFS even, all eventually become tools of the governing mafia. And that time period for a state coalition government is about a month.
Jordies campaigning against John Barrow.
You think that's a joke? We're almost 10 years into the political experiment of what would happen if we let Harry Triggerboff run the state. Sure, the people are cottoning on. O'Farrell went down because of the developers' badge terminal. I don't think we can squeeze out another term. What if we got an emotionally stunted spinster who never got over graduating high school and losing a school captain badge to run the state? Genius! 4 more years! 4 more years! 4 more... It's true! Look at how much Harry Triggerboff's wealth has increased since the Liberals took over New South Wales. It's tripled! You know how weak the New South Wales Electoral Commission has become, especially when it comes to property developer donors, which, by the way, is supposed to be illegal? Insert patented Friendlyjordies joke where Jordan goes, "You don't, do you, scum?" You don't, do you, scum? Like the video. Pretty much, they're setting a common law precedent here, which is that you can accept donations from property developer donors as long as you're not from the Labor Party. Even better if those illegal donations are to enhance one's koala killing capabilities. Yes, crime family the Stacks, and yes, I'm calling them a crime family as they've given obscene amounts of money to Nationals MP Stephen Bromhead. Look, here they are, all the documents. You want to read them? Well, we'll get to that later. You don't have to. You know what's terrifying about these donations? They're illegal and no one cares. Bromhead just walks into the planning minister's office. Hey, Stokesy, I'm going to talk to you about koala protection laws today. Yeah, property developers and koalas get on like that, don't they? Hey, I'm not just representing the Stacks. I'm also representing gum tree property developers. Yeah, they plant gum nuts and koala property grows. Look, these are my kids. Well, that's good to hear about the gum tree property developers. I'm sure they cancelled some of it out, but the Stacks family have a particularly nasty record when it comes to this. 2 of their companies and 3 of their directors were charged and pleaded guilty to killing endangered fauna. In one particularly harrowing court case, a mother and its infant koala were brought into court in a jar of formaldehyde to prove that they had cut down a tree with no regard whatsoever to the mother and infant in the tree. It was just flung from it. They died. These are legitimate koala killers, and they are donating legitimate cash to the Nationals. No wonder John Barilaro refers to them as tree rats. What better sums up the last 10 years of New South Wales coalition government than property developers and koala killing together at last? I can think of something better. Fucked yellow stripe apartments and getting on with the job together at last. One particularly striking donation was a little special dinner of koala killers where they all got together and exchanged notes. That's right. Apparently Mrs. Maguire was there. Bin Chicken herself saying that she can't recall if she dined with property developers to solicit illegal donations. Ah yes, Gladys Berejiklian's go-to trick of hiding her corruption. If I don't remember it, it didn't happen. People prosecuted for killing koalas, dining with koala killer herself. 3 guesses what was on that menu. Scallopini, bros, I cooked it myself. Can that get over small slithers of meat? No. I am so confident about this. I'm not even going to bother with the media niceties of allegedly at this dinner. Gladys, you were at that dinner. Sue me. She uses this trick all the time. Remember the other day when she said that she didn't remember if she broke COVID rules when she was tested? No, I don't remember that either. Yeah, she didn't remember because remember, she can't remember what happened a week ago, let alone 2 years ago. But she can remember what happened 40 years ago, commenting on the old lyrics of the national anthem that she remembers singing as a child. I don't even remember what our fucking national anthem is. Is it Waltzing Matilda? Nah, it's Price of Fame by 360. These coalition types are always on Sky News poo-pooing postmodernism. This is the most postmodern government in this nation's history. This is their other trick of getting out of corruption allegations. What do you say to numerous evidence allegations that you're corrupt? Qu'est-ce que la corruption? They must have learnt this trick from the Stacks family because as soon as you ask them about their hundreds of millions of dollars of property that they develop, they're property developers, they say, oh, where's the evidence of that? What? Your businesses, dude? Hey, if you say we're property developers one more time, I'll sue. But Shadow Environment Minister legend Kate Washington pointed out, hey, you guys are clearly property developers. You are not allowed by law to give money to the Nationals. They chucked a tanty and threatened to sue until she was forced to apologize for stating a fact. These own over 270 properties. They are multi-millionaires from said properties. They are directors of property development companies. The government boasts about their property development projects, the same government they're donating to. So, gee, I don't know, guys, maybe you should stop donating to them. Sue them. This isn't just if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. This is everyone on earth saying they're a duck until one specific person says they're a duck, at which point, that's the point we're at with this government. Brazen laws in black and white, clearly breached, put into Parliament. Gladys Berejiklian says she can't remember anything about it. As a result, the Electoral Commission doesn't do anything. The media tepidly picks up the issue for a bit until the Stacks have a word with them, dropped immediately, out the door it goes. That's why we're going to blow this issue up. Hashtag Koala Killer, get it trending again. We are going to point out that it's not just Koala Killer at the top, but she's protecting, I think, every koala killer in the state. If you kill koalas now, you have power. If you think that's maybe you should write a couple of letters to your local paper, your local television station, and say, why aren't you covering this? Because we've heard from the grapevine that if you do that, they will start covering this issue again, and it'll have the libs running scared yet again. Like this video as a promise you're going to go do it. Actually, don't do that because then the like ratio will be low. Just like the video.
Please share and comment below. Comment.
What a shame. Yeah, what a shame. Yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, good content, right? Like, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, cool, I can get behind this guy. And I did. I watched it. I was like, yeah, fuck Jordies. And that's around the same time when he was doing that campaign. Because the bushfires were fucking horrifying. For all of us. It's like driving from, I drove back to South Australia for Christmas, and there was smoke all the way. I drove from Sydney to Adelaide. It's a 15-hour drive. There's smoke all the way. And then I drove from Adelaide to Melbourne, and there's smoke all the way because there are fires everywhere. Kangaroo Island was on fire. Everywhere was on fire. Because they're all deliberately lit. And then I drove from Adelaide to Melbourne, smoked the entire way, and then I drove from Melbourne to Sydney, and it was like zero visibility, thick black smoke, sparks are landing on the fucking bonnet of the car, that type of shit. It was fucking hectic, and 60,000 koalas died, which didn't sit well with me and other people, other entities. Yeah. Wake up your baby. So I sent realizing things. So I sent that's when I sent the letter. That's what because I got wasted one night. I was like, oh man, like, friend, I'm just a piece of shit copywriter. I just work for a telco. But Jordies is out there, like, fuck, he's on the front lines. You know? I'm not doing enough. And so I sent him a message that said, like, I'll help you, bro. Because, yeah, I was good. Like, and at this point, because he was going super hard at John Barilaro. Yeah, and this is something as well. Yeah. Christo. Oh, yeah, and Christo got taken out as well. Yeah, Christo got taken out as well. Because Jordies was going super hard at John Barilaro. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, non-sequitur. But so I was saying, like, Jordies, these four individuals were taken out as part of that Bondi raid. Jordies, Christo, Ali, and Anatu. Yeah, and then there was another one connected, Miss Love, but he went earlier. They got him like a week earlier or something like that. Yeah. To basically make Jordy shit his pants to say, like, we're coming for you next, bro. Fuck you. Yeah. Anyway, separately, when Jordies was going super hard at Barilaro, for stuff like that, making video after video about that, like going fucking hard as shit at John Barilaro and Gladys Berejiklian, and he started the hashtag Koala Killer. He was selling t-shirts, like you could buy like Koala Killer t-shirts and stuff like that. It was fucking awesome. I was like, yeah, sick. Yeah, and I was on board for that. And then this happened as well.
For legal reasons, I have to keep this video as straight-laced as I possibly can. My name is Jordan Shanks, and I'm being sued by John Barilaro, the Deputy Premier of New South Wales. Up until recently, I've treated this legal problem with the levity it deserves. But in all honesty, every move I've made, no matter how ridiculous it appeared, has been both legal and considered. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the Deputy Premier, who has impulsively, maliciously escalated the situation at every turn, and in doing so, out-clowned the clown. I understood that the usual procedure for silencing dissent in a Western democracy is to outspend your opponent, legally or electorally. What I did not realise is that defence is quite literally paper thin. Australia does have its own secret police, and they get sent in very quickly, particularly when the skin is as thin as said paper. On the 4th of June, plainclothes armed officers stormed into my employee's home, violently assaulted his family, nearly killed his dog, pinned him to the ground, handcuffed him, and dragged him into an unmarked police car. If you're wondering if I've accidentally mixed up a story from Pinochet's Chile with a standard arrest in Australia, I did not. That's what his father thought, who stated at the moment of this incident, understandably panicked.
You can't do this in Australia.
Sorry?
You can't just take someone in Australia out of their house.
He's right. You absolutely cannot. And yet they did, with unsettling arrogance, seeing as several cameras were filming what they could of the event. Imagine what they'd do if they weren't. Here's the footage.
No, I'm allowed to film it though. No, I'm allowed to film it.
No, you're not, because you're under arrest.
Could you
I'm
film
allowed
this?
to film
Can
it.
you film this, Mum?
You can film it. That's
Okay.
okay. But you're not allowed to. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. No, Mum, you can take my. No, you can take my phone. No, take my phone. Take my phone. Don't you?
What the fuck? They're giving away evidence and trying to run away with it. Yeah?
Yeah, he's trying to run.
Who are you doing this? You're gonna win. Jesus Christ.
Film this.
What the fuck?
Film it. This is bizarre.
This is not Australia.
Yeah, it's Mark Davis.
Have you got the number? You hurt a 51-year-old woman. You knocked
I
me
tripped
over.
over.
You killed my dog.
I tripped
Who's
over.
old.
Okay?
No, you did not.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
pushed your way. You pushed
No,
me
no,
down.
I tripped over.
You
That's
assaulted
whatever it
me.
was.
You assaulted
Okay.
me. You
No, I
just
didn't.
assaulted me, and I've got
did.
witnesses.
We told you
I've
to
got-
hand over the phone.
I have got witnesses.
You handed it to her. I tripped over you.
You pushed
That's what
me
happened.
down in my own home.
No, I didn't.
You
I
absolutely-
covered
environment.
That's all.
If you do anything to my son, you will pay.
You can't do this in Australia.
Sorry?
You can't just take someone in Australia out of their house.
Make sure you don't lose it. That's all. I just want to make sure it's still
I am.
on record.
So I just got assaulted.
Yeah, I know.
So, who do I ring for that?
Because I go to the con, I walk past Bill Burr in a day, Mum. Like, go to the when I was seeing Carl Vine. You know what your son did today? You don't know?
No, I want to
You don't want to know?
legal representation. What, he went to university. He went into.
You might be wondering who this brave defender of corruption at the highest level is. He's from the Counter-Terrorism and Special Tactics Command Fixated Persons Unit, but let's just focus on this point.
He's not.
Christo was arrested by a counter-terrorism
It's
unit.
Mike Burgess from
This
ASIO.
is not an attack on the police. These shadowy figures are not the police. They are the product of the powers the coalition have handed this legalised goon squad to be their state-funded Praetorian Guard under the guise of protecting you from amorphous and ill-defined boogeymen. To give you an idea of how far-reaching and sinister this legislation is, the following accusation now warrants the unbridled force of this self-appointed extra-legal mafia.
You know what your son did today? You guys don't know?
No, I want to
You don't want to know?
legal representation. What, he went to university. He went into
I go to
school.
the con.
Yeah.
He goes to school right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was harassing the deputy premier at a state funeral.
We'll be getting into that slip-up later. But as you'll soon discover, it appears as if the unit was acting on false information. But for now, let's continue right from when he was arrested. According to Christo, the normal uniformed police were reasonable and professional. He felt bad that they had to process the claim on a Friday night when they obviously...
Yeah, all of that is on YouTube, by the way. You don't need to, you don't need to watch No Pictures About a Podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott to watch Friendly Jordies videos. All Friendly Jordies stuff is still there, but those cops, they weren't cops. That was ASIO. They were Mike Burgess's goons. Yeah. Yeah, because Mike Burgess is in bed with fucking almost literally. They'd go to sex parties too. Like gross. Mike Burgess, you fucking disgusting pedo. Anyway, so John Barilaro, yeah. So Jordies was going hard at John Barilaro. John Barilaro sued Jordies. And then that happened, and that arrest sent fucking shockwaves around the world. Like, yeah, a lot of people were like, I remember that. Yeah, fuck. YouTuber arrested. Holy shit. Yeah. And it was hectic. Yeah, it was like, fuck. And now, like, look where we are. Only 5 years later. It doesn't take long, does it? Yeah. And disappearances instead, Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so that was a big deal at the time. That was a really big deal. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Like, it was in all the papers and stuff. But that was actually Mike Burgess. Yeah. So it was kind of like, and then, yeah. And anyway, that'll be important later. So that was happening. That happened. And I'm like, fucking hell. That is fucking cooked. Anyway, I was just doing Mr. Tapscott stuff. And then that was, when was that? 4 years ago. Yeah. So that was actually around near the time, it was just before, because yeah, they weren't in lockdown. So it was actually just before fucking Turbo Wave swooped to go yeah. Yeah. Not long before that. I think it was probably earlier that year. Yeah. So Friendlyjordies, the fearless koala advocate, getting arrested, standing up to the goons like a one-man army. What a legend. Or so you'd think. Because there's more to the story, unfortunately. So after that, and that was like a big part, he put so much pressure on them, and then everyone got behind it. Like everyone in New South Wales got behind it. It was like Gladys Berejiklian is a koala killer. And she fucked up, she let in the cruise ship, the Ruby Princess disaster. We should let the cruise ship. And by the way, all cruise ships around the world are gone. We just sank them all. No, it seized. We seized about 70% of them and sank about 30% of them. But every single cruise liner, all of those companies, all of them are gone. Carnival Cruises, gone. Yeah, just swept and cleared. Yeah, the whole organization basically. Yeah, because it's all a big front for dog shit. So the Ruby Princess, Gladys was on incredible. So that was when she's is at the peak of COVID. She's like, yeah, I'll just let this cruise liner dock and heaps of passengers get off. And there was 2 or 3 of them were infected with COVID. And then it just went and it basically shut down the entire state. And that's what she wanted. Yeah. That's what the Nazi comptrollers in Switzerland wanted. They're like, yeah, sick, do that, shut down the city, get them used to lockdown, get them used to living in lockdown. And then it will, if they're in lockdown, it makes it easy for us. We can just go door to door and disappear people. Yeah. And that's why the lockdown in Melbourne was so severe. So they could to make it easier for the Ndrangheta to disappear people. Yeah. Anyway, that happened, and then that put so much pressure on Berejiklian and Barilaro, and everyone was behind Jordies, everyone. And this is why it's so devastating that he's a douchebag. Because he's oh, fuck yeah, bro, bushfires, fuck that. Fuck that. Koalas dying, fuck that. Yeah. 60,000 koalas. It was 1 billion animals or something died in Australia in the Black Summer bushfires. Fuck that. And so that put so much pressure on Gladys and Barilaro. They came under so much scrutiny, international scrutiny, that they both eventually just resigned. Yeah, I think Gladys just quit, and she went to work for Optus. She got paid $2 million a year to go work for Optus. And then Barilaro also resigned. What did he do? He's just mafia. He's just straight up in the mafia. He almost started wearing a mafia uniform. It's a little badge that says mafia. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's straight up in Ndrangheta. Yeah. Well, no, he's not. Okay, and that's why. Right. Okay, I get it. Yeah. So he was John Barilaro, and this is a key point here. John Barilaro is Calabrian mafia, not to be confused with the Ndrangheta. The Ndrangheta are honoured society. The Calabrian mafia Do they have a catchy name or something? Yeah, it's like the Black Hand. Yeah, they're kind of like the old school. They're the Calabrian Mafia, the old school. The Ndrangheta are the new school. And so everyone was like, yeah, sick, Friendlyjordies, woo woo. And he took heaps of credit for that. And like, it's true. Like he did. It had a shit ton to do with Friendlyjordies. Friendlyjordies, constant pressure on John Barlow and Gladys Berejiklian led to their resignations. The Liberal Party had like no strong leadership left. And so the next election, they fucking crashed. And that whoever that next spastic was, yeah, he was a pedo. Uncle Bully. Yeah. Uncle fucking Bully. Yeah, big time. And they treated him, yeah, when they took him out. So they treated him as well. Yeah, Catholic. Yeah, and he's had like 18. Yeah. They're all gone, basically. Yeah, all of the Liberal Party, in Australia are gone. Like state Liberal, federal Liberal, they are all gone. Yeah, this guy, Paratet, he's a foxstick. Yeah, Paratet, yeah. Let's see if we can find him. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Uncle Bully. This is the poster. Yeah, Swiss Nazi. This is the poster boy. That's what they want. That was like, all right, this is the ideal. This is what everyone should be like. They should be like this guy. They should have that haircut. They should dress like him. They should be 43 years old and look like that, and not like Mr. Tapscott. The exact opposite of Mr. Tapscott, basically. I should say born party education. No, it doesn't say. Nazi uniform scandal. Where's personal life? Yeah, Catholic. NRL West Tigers, they are all gone. All of the Tigers are deleted. Effectively, all of the NRL has been deleted. Yeah. 7 kids. Yeah. 7 children. Catholic. Now, who else do we know is a Catholic in the New South Wales Parliament? Yeah. So that's the thing. They're like Liberal or Labor, but they both live in the inner west, and they both fucking go to the same Catholic church as Crispians. Yeah. So I mean, like, how different can their viewpoints be? You know what I mean? Well, he drinks Han, but I drink fucking Drifter. So, you're the same guy. Yeah, your 2% titanium tax goes too far. Your 2% titanium tax doesn't go too far enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 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 Anyway, I was talking about Friendlyjordies. I got distracted by that spastic. Yeah, why don't I even start talking about him? Anyway. Yeah, he's a fuckstick. Anyway. Yeah, that guy took over and no one liked him. And so they lost the next election to Chris Binns. And Chris Binns was aligned with Albo, and they're both from the inner west. And at the time, when Chris Binns got elected, he was all like, hey, I'm not going to wear a tie in the press conference. That's not me. I'm going to have like hot girls like standing behind me and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have a hot female cabinet. Yeah, I'm going to be cool and progressive and have a hot female cabinet. I'm being like the fucking, who was that Canadian spastic? Trudeau. I'm going to be like the Trudeau of Sydney. That's me. Cool and progressive. That bitch. Yeah. Pictures of a bird. If I've ever seen it. Big time. Yeah. So fuck you, Christmas. No pictures of a bird. Where you went, you fucking spastic dog. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Look. Hey, I'm friendly with the gays. I can wear a pink shirt, no tie at a press conference. Look, there's even a guy behind me wearing a hat and a hoodie. He could be a Koori. He is apparently, and he's a cool guy. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Yeah, and also, I'll stand next to a person in a wheelchair. That's how progressive I am. Not like that stuffy Barry Jiglian. Not like John Barilaro. He probably likes soccer. I like rugby. I'm a West Tigers fan myself. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you. Wins. Anyway, wins the election because he's a progressive guy. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, thank fucking Christ. Like, yeah, it's going to turn around. It's going to turn around New South Wales. Albo wins federal parliament. So we had ScoMo and we had Barry Jiglian. And then we had Albo there. So ScoMo was Prime Minister of Australia, the leader, the federal leader at the federal level. And Barry Jiglian was the Premier of New South Wales at the state level. And Geordie's detailed all of this on his videos. He's like, oh, no, yeah. Like state premiers actually have more power in the state than fucking than the Prime Minister does, because they can do shit. Like they can make little regulation tweaks that allow land and clear, allow making it easier to clear land and shit like that. Yeah, and Geordie's like, yeah, that's bad. Like they can do shit like still water. They can do shit like clear land. Like koalas will die. We need koala habitats and all that stuff. And so he can legitimately take a lot of the credit for Albo winning the Prime Minister. So Albo's Labor, and he won, and he was cool. Hey, look, I'm cool. I'm a DJ. I'm Albo. I can drink schooners at the pub, the public bar. I'm a DJ from Marrickville. That's cool and trendy. I'm hip. I'm down with the kids. And so we had him as Prime Minister, and then we had Minns as Premier. And I was like, oh, fucking phew. Like, yeah. Because if Barry Jiglian and ScoMo stayed in power, like, who knows? The whole nation would just be cement. Like, that's cement over the whole nation. That would be it. If it was up to them, that's what they'd do, basically. And just like the only parts that wouldn't be cement would be the holes where they're mining the uranium. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. By the way, Dutton's nuclear reactor plant, that was serious. He was serious. That wasn't like, I thought that was fake news switcheroo, but it wasn't. He was legitimately. He's like, yeah, we need to build a bunch of nuclear power plants. He was being paid off by the nuclear power lobbies, basically. Yeah. So fucking like not even pretending he's not dirty. What a fucking scumbag. And yeah, and they made sure that he knew. Like, yeah, dig your own grave, basically. Yeah. Now that's going to be important in the story later as well. So Geordie's puts heaps of pressure on, makes heaps of cool YouTube videos, which are awesome. And now when you watch it, it's like darkly ironic and sad. We get regime change in Australia. We get the Minns in. We get Albo in. So I was like, okay, cool, fuel. But in the meantime, everyone's lives are getting worse and worse. The arrest thing, like all of that, like all the charges were dropped against Christo. So things started turning around for Geordie's. And I was like, cool. And then I had to do Mr. Tapscott stuff. And so I got distracted by a certain fucking ditzy redhead. Oh, my birthday? It's my birthday. You calling me a ditzy redhead? I was like, you know, baby. I do. Yeah, she likes it. Yeah. She refers to herself in the third person. She does. Son of man wants a martini. Son of man gets a martini. All right? Yeah. I was doing this stuff. I was doing turbo stuff. So I kind of like, oh, well, you know, I didn't really have that much time to watch YouTube videos anymore. But I was oblivious to what was actually going on. Because, like Geordie's is kind of the same. He was like, oh, I'm Labor shill, Friendlyjordies. And he was always Labor, get rid of the Liberals. And I was like, oh, look, I'm on board for this. Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't know much about like what his connections are aside from this. But as long as he's planning to get rid of the Liberal Party, I am on board. But what was happening in the background was that he was indeed a Labor shill. He was. And part of the reason, and he knew the reason that he was going, it wasn't actually like, because he was being paid by Labor, the Australian Labor Party. He was being paid by the Labor Party, which is unions, which is construction, which is Ndrangheta. Because Mins and Albo are both Ndrangheta. They were both financed by like big construction. Yeah. They're in the unions, and there's like, it's a big Ndrangheta scheme. That's what it is. Yeah, it runs across that. Yeah. Massive Ndrangheta construction scheme. And fucking Jordies was being paid by them. They were propping him up. And so when he was going after Barilaro, he wasn't just going after Barilaro because he was a dog shit fucking... he was a dog shit polly who was corrupt. He was going after him because he was an opposing mafia faction. He was Calabrian mafia. So what that actually was the fucking Ndrangheta fighting with the Calabrian mafia. Jordies was Ndrangheta taking out his rival, his mafia rival. That's what it was. That's what it actually was. Because like when he fucking and I had no idea. And then when all this shit started, I started doing YouTube videos and stuff. So, Friendlyjordies. Like, obviously he's a good guy. And Kitty's like, yeah. Let's say yes. Let's just say yes for now. So, okay, okay, like yeah, yeah. And then he's like, oh yeah, and we kind of like got to know each other again on the. It's like, yeah, he's on board. Oh, cool, you're on board for Mr. He's like, yeah, sick, Mr. Tapscott, he's cool. Yeah, because he just thought I was another YouTuber. And then when he realized what was happening in the background, because he was on board just like everyone else. Like, oh, he's a cute little YouTuber with jokes and stuff. Oh, he's just come out of jail. What a battler. We've got the same enemies, you know. And he's like, yeah, sick. You're going to take out all the liberal scumbags, right? And I'm like, yes, I definitely am. I definitely am. I'm going hard on them. I'm going hard on Asia. And he's like, yeah, fuck Mike Burgess, fuck Asia, fuck Telstra. Fuck all this shit. And I was doing content and stuff going like, yeah, Friendlyjordies, me and Friendlyjordies are going to start the Koala Nation. And, you know, it was like, haha. And he was all on board for that. Yeah. And we were both designated pro-koala terrorists because even the bad guys lumped us in together. But what that actually, it was just like it's just factions within the Nazis. It's just one Nazi. It's like the brown shirts versus the fucking SS. That's what it was. That's all it was. Yeah. Because he was being paid off. Mins and Albo were paying him big money. Like big money. Yeah. And so we kind of said to him, like, and we were a bit sneaky. And this is now Millie's plan. Oh, I forgot the fucking music. Yeah. That's all it was. It was a factional battle between Nazis, which is dog shit. So fuck you, Friendlyjordies. Yeah, and so like they lumped us in together. And he was on board. Friendlyjordies was on board with Mr. Tapscott. Because I was like, yeah, fuck you, Mike Burgess, fuck you, ASD, fuck you, ASIO, fuck you, fucking ASIS. Like Jordies has been fighting them as well. Because they had fucking cameras up his ass. They torched his house and stuff. Yeah. That was them. That was ASIS. That was ASIS goons. That was ASIS goons that torched his house, yeah, on orders from fucking some dog shit loser. Who ordered him, Kitty Callahan? Mike Burgess ordered ASIS goons, yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, so I was going after them, and Jordy was like, yeah, sick. I'm on board for that. And then we said, like, well, maybe you can come and get tooled up, because shit's about to kick off, bro. And if you want to be repaid 3 silver in blood for all the dog shit that you've been subjected to, maybe we could arm you, and you can take care of business. And he went, yeah, sick. And so he did. And then we put his, and that was a switcheroo as well. That was a Nina track on Switcheroo. We'll go, oh, we'll put Anna in, we'll put your missus in the Valkyrie. And that was to switcheroo them. That was so we could spy on them, basically, get intelligence on them. So anyway, where are you going to be later today? Okay, cool. Keeping a close eye on them and their dog shit, because we knew they were dog shit. Turns out as well, Geordies was just started. They're like, okay, well, we can see that you can successfully run a propaganda campaign. You can defeat enemies for us. You can get prime ministers elected. You can get premiers elected. But can you take the next step to become full-blown Ndrangheta? Can you kill for us? And he'd done 2, both with knives. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Miss Love was deep in pictures of a bird. Miss Love was, they're all pictures of a bird, basically. They're all pictures of a bird. Newtown, Inner West, pictures of a bird. Especially Anna. Yeah, she was pictures of a bird Gestapo. Like fucking pretty high-ranking pictures of a bird Gestapo. Yeah. So Geordies had killed. Miss Love, his mate, had done 7. Anna had done 13. I thought she was nice. Like when I met her, I was like, oh, she's lovely. But no. So we said, and we were kind of like, well, we can do switcheroos too, because we're smart. And this is a Hegarty. This is why you don't pick a fight with Nicole Hegarty, because she's ruthless. Like if it comes to warfare, like she'll fuck you up. Like she is Hari. She's the nice soft one. But if you pick a fight with her, she's devastating. Yeah. This is her chest brain. This is her chest brain. It's like, well, let's get that guy. We'll turn an enemy. We'll make him think he's our friend. We'll get him. We'll get him to take out all of his enemies, who are also our enemies. And then when the time is right, we'll take him out. Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? You know, if you can get the PLO, like, if you can get Hezbollah to fight Hamas for you, cool, do it. Yeah. Hey, Hamas, Hezbollah said you're stupid and you've got a dumb haircut. So what? Fuck them. And then you come and go, thank you. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, fucking, why not? World War II, if you can get Japan to turn against, Nazi Germany, great. If you can get them to blow each other up for you, awesome, perfect. Hey, this job's easy. You know, like, yeah. So we tricked him. We were like, oh yeah, no, yeah. We tricked him into thinking that we were kind of like on his side. I was like, yeah, Geordies, yeah, cool. Like, and that's why I'm like, yeah, cool, koalas, and blah, blah, blah. And right now I'm thinking, oh, what if he's nice to me? He's going to kill me. He's like, well, just ask yourself, do the Mr. Tapscott. Do you meet the Mr. Tapscott minimum? Do the audit. Have I murdered anyone? Have I enslaved anyone? Am I a pedo? If the answer is no, then no. Don't worry about it. You've got nothing to worry about. But if you're in a terror cell, an Ndrangheta assassination cell, and also accepting money from the people who are burning down the fucking bush, because they're connected. They're all connected to each other. They all know each other. Yeah. That's all it is. It's just like, it's like Tabcorp versus Ladbrokes. They're both scumbags. They're both equally dog shit. They were just fighting each other. That's it. And it's like, yeah. If instinctively you think like child sex trafficking is wrong, then you don't have anything to worry about. And everyone's like, yeah, cool, we understand that. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott, because you're not coming for us because we're clean. You're clean. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, like a mobile. Like a mobile is clean. Wet my whistle. It's clean as a whistle, just like a mobile. Anyway, fucking. So yeah, they were deep in the pictures of the bird. They were deep into pictures of the bird. Even though I called my podcast "No Pictures of the Bird," a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. You're watching No Pictures of the Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Friendlyjordies still thought, okay, cool. He's on board for me. He's going to let me exact revenge on my liberal party enemies. And I was like, yeah, come and get a gun. And we tooled him up. And then he did. And he like, yeah, cool. Yeah. And then he did. Heckady's now saying it was my idea. It's like, yeah, we'll let, but that's all. I didn't realize it was like we were triple switcherooing them. I just thought it was like, well, because when we were planning it, it's like, well, who's going to take out who? I'm like, well, we should get Friendlyjordies to fucking take out ScoMo and Dutton and all those enemies, all those Berejiklian and all of his political enemies that he's been fucking hammering for years on his YouTube videos. We should get him to take out them. And they're like, yeah, cool, that's a sick idea. I had no idea that he was corrupt. The Geordies was corrupt. I had no idea. But fuck it. if it works, it works. And so he did. Yeah, he did. We gave them weapons and we said, go take out, like when the time was right, we said, like, go take out fucking, go and take out Dutton, go and take out ScoMo, go and take out Berejiklian, take out Baralaro. Who else did he take out? Yeah, and like maybe like 3 other goons, 3 other areas sort of like behind the scenes enemies. So I take them out because they're all dog shit. Yeah, they're all dog shit. And I'm like, yeah. So we did that. And then I was going like, by the way, fuck you, Chris Means, and fuck you, Albo. And he thought, Geordies genuinely thought that I was switcherooing. I was fake newsing them. But I wasn't. No, I'm like, no, they're fucking cool. They're pedos. And then when he watched the Cooksuck episode, where I was like, Crispy, like, you know, the Ndrangheta, Inner West Mafia, Inner West Ndrangheta, Honoured Society, took out Cooksuck, and that makes me very sad and angry. He went, oh, shit, I am fucked. Yeah. But that's all it was. And I'm like, no, Chris Means is dog shit. Albo is dog shit. Yeah, they're fucking dog shit. How many murders connected, just to remind our audience, how many murders connected to Anthony Albanese? About 75. How many has he committed personally? About 28. 28. How many victims, how many children has he raped? About 13. Male and female? Yeah, both. Yeah. More partial to females. How many of those victims of pedophilia has he murdered? 2. He's raped twice. Anthony Albanese has raped a child and then murdered them. Yeah. He bought them through child sex trafficking rings run out of University of New South Wales, which is where Christo went. That was where Christo went to university. There's no evidence of pedophilia attached to Friendlyjordies crew. I don't think. No, there wasn't. But it's that same dog shit. They're dog shit Nazis. And so when we kind of like, in the background, AFP have been watching Geordies because they knew, they're like, he's like, okay, he's campaigning against the Liberal Party. And exactly what I just said. It's like, he's campaigning against the Liberal Party and against bushfires and against torching koalas. So we'll let this go for now. But they always knew that he was basically the propaganda wing of the Ndrangheta, the Honoured Society. And he was waging a war on John Barilaro because he was in a rival mafia faction. Yeah. And so they always kept one eye on him. And one of the things they were keeping an eye on was his bank account. Because he was a multi, like he had millions and millions of dollars in the bank. Geordies had fucking stacked like over $10 million in the bank. Yeah, even though he presents himself as like, like I wear Kmart clothes and, you know, I'm a bare bones, like, undergraduate, like I make cheap YouTube videos. But he was like, yeah, he was a very, very rich piece of shit. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with being rich. But if it's blood money and you're campaigning again and your whole platform is anti-blood money. And that's, yeah, you see, John, and he go hard and say, the property developer, John Barilaro, what a cunt. But he was like, that's Mins, Darcy Byrne, Anthony Albanese. That was their entire thing. And that's why because everyone was like, oh, cool, so all this dog shit construction is going to wind down. Now that we've got a Labor leader in charge and Albo's in Canberra, Biggs is in fucking, at least this is what I was thinking. Yeah, most people were thinking this. Now that we've got Labor in state parliament and Labor in federal parliament, all this dog shit construction will wind down. But instead it went up. Yeah, because that was just it. It was just like, all right, cool. The fix is in. Don't worry, boys. Yeah, like, ramp it up. Because they were just running the same scam. They just had like a different label on it. That's it. It was exactly, yeah, so someone just said, yeah, it's exactly like a fucking Gestapo, the Nazis, like rebranding Gestapo as Stasi. It's the same cunts doing the same things. It's exactly the same, just with a different label slapped on it. That's it. That's the only difference. Yeah. So that's why we took out Friendlyjordies, the dog shit, piece of shit. And did he go to hell? Nah, we just deleted him. And it was for services rendered, basically, because he was a fearsome warrior. And I remember, actually, one thing we had he's put me back down. I want to fucking, The only cruel thing we kind of did to him in the afterlife, because he thought he just got taken out by his enemies, basically. He thought he got, this is a war. And he thought he got taken out by the bad guys, when actually it was us. We shot him. We killed him. Yeah. And so when he got to the afterlife, he was like, what happened? I died in combat. Right? It's like, yeah, you did. It's like, well, put me back down there. I want to get back in the fight. And we're like, no, you died in combat because we killed you. Because we know how much, because you're a dog shit Ndrangheta fucking shill. You've got millions of dollars in the bank. You've committed 2 murders yourself. Your little clique. Between them, Kitty Callahan. The Associates of Friendlyjordies, how many murders? 80. Christo has done 17. Little Nazi piece of shit. Yeah, the Inner West pictures of a bird Nazi. That his house, like you see, like that's the little pictures of a bird assassination squad. That's what it was. That's what they look like. They look like that fucking Inner West. Like, I'm self-righteous. I should be entitled to kill. I bet my political opinions are superior. Dog shit. Yeah, 80. 80 murders. Yeah. So that's all it was. Yeah. And I'm genuinely disappointed because I thought, cool. There's a cool guy. And again, this is why Daz is so important. Daz's bandmates are gone because they were corrupt. Daz was in display homes. He's getting more and more like, fuck. He's getting more and more valuable to me because it's like, it's so impressive that he wasn't corrupt. Please don't tell me he was secretly corrupt. No, he wasn't. No, he's clean. Everyone else, you get a little bit famous. And this is why I walked away from music. It's like, no, because there are too many fucksticks. Like, you're all fucking losers. Like, constantly trying to snipe each other, constantly trying to shoot each other down, constantly dragging each other down. Yeah. Murdering each other. It's like, how come you got that slot? I'll kill you. Auntie Meredith murdering people for disagreeing with her about which band was better. Someone overheard some guy at a party say, like, this band is better than that band. And Auntie Meredith is like, I don't agree with that. Murder. Killed him. Yeah, murdered him for that. Fucking hell. Get a little bit famous. A little bit cool. I made some YouTube videos. Murder everyone. Fuck. Fucking hell. Fuck you. Fuck you, Bill Burr. Fuck you, Friendlyjordies. Fuck you. Yeah. So when he got to the afterlife, he's like, we bros, right? Yeah, sick. Mr. Tapscott, we're bros. I died in combat. And I'm like, no, we're not bros. We killed you. Thank you. But for services rendered, we're not going to, because you took out many of our enemies for us. And we appreciate that. So we're not going to send you to hell. However, we are going to delete you. And you're like, and then that was it. Yeah. That was it. He's gone. That pattern of energy is gone. Yeah. Bill Burr is gone. He went to hell, and then we kept him in there for in space time, 4 years. He was in jail for 4 years, and then we just deleted him. Yeah. That's right. So that's the tale of Friendlyjordies and how the corruption seeped into everything. And now, this is what Paul Atreides was actually referring to when he says, if you don't listen to me, I'll destroy all spice fields. I'll destroy all the space magic on the internet if you don't stop being such dog shit losers and stop murdering. And that's Paul. So Paul Atreides going like, tell them if they don't comply. Tell them if they don't comply, I'll destroy all spice fields. He's bluffing. Yeah, and that's James McGrath was like, no, he won't do that. Well, I fucking will. And then that's what happened. Like, yeah, I'm like, no, if you fuck sticks, don't stop being Peter, stop enslaving the Jews or anyone. Joe Biden, if you don't fuck off. Obama, if you don't fuck off, if you don't stop sending goons, I'll just wipe out the whole thing. And then that's what we're doing. So all of these dog shit YouTubers, all the YouTubers that I've been talking to, Friendlyjordies, Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, Red Letter Media, Andrew Bustamante, Sean Ryan, who else? Chris Gappy, I've already said that. Yeah, I think anyway, all of them, they're gone. Yeah, US military, Seppo cunts, more than happy to oblige because they fucking hate them. They've got all the intelligence. They're like, dude, Bustamante was the worst. I know, and I fucking yeah, and I knew. I was like, yeah, and like it even like the switch. They had to switcheroo me because they couldn't tell me exactly how shit they were. Because if I knew, I would be like, just fuck you. Because Bustamante, I was like, you know, no, he's cool. He's cool. I'm like, he seems like such a piece of shit. Like he seems like such a fucking cunt. It's like, no, he's cool. It's like, no, Bustamante was deleted. I'm like, sick. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Goodbye, Bustamante, you piece of shit. So yeah. No, I don't feel bad for any of that. Should I feel bad? I'm asking you. Let's put it to the audience. Should I feel bad for any of those cunts being deleted? No, absolutely not. It says everyone. Death camps. Fuck that. Let's play Google Maps. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, gone. All of them. Pretty much all of Hollywood, gone. Yeah. Disney, gone. Netflix, gone. For fuck's sake. Cool Googling, Nick.
I remember when I was a girl.
Okay.
Our high school on fire.
Nope. What have we got here?
And I'll never forget the look on my face.
What have we got here?
As he gathered me in his arms.
Okay, enemy territory. Deep behind the lines of enemy territory in Malaysia. They haven't capitulated yet, have they? Their leadership is dead. Their whole family is dead.
And I stood there shivering. I watched the whole world go up in flames. And when it was all over, I said to myself, is that all there is to a fire?
That
is
a Malaysian death camp.
Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep.
Is that a road or a river?
Let's break out the blues.
That's a road. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But that is a river. Yeah. Alright. Basically, victims of sex trafficking, prostitutes in Kuala Lumpur, child prostitutes in Kuala Lumpur, if they outlive their usefulness, they're trucked up here. Yeah, wow. They're trucked up here, they're still alive, they don't kill them there, they bring them here and kill them here. They're liquefied in these sheds and then via these jungle tracks they're taken down the river and the liquid is tipped into the river, the human remains, and that's how they disappear them. It's a horrifying experience because they know basically, like, if you're a child prostitute and your entire life is like, all right, your job is to stay in this room and just get railed repeatedly, like creepy foreigners looking for sex tourists, like creepy foreign sex tourists looking to buy sex from children, and then you turn like 25 and put on maybe a couple of kilos, or you get pregnant, and then suddenly they go, hey, let's go for a drive. You know you're fucked. You know that you're fucked. And so you can see the length of the drive. Yeah. Yeah, to come all the way up from Kuala Lumpur to there, it's maybe like 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours. Yeah, it's a 4-hour drive. And so they know that they're fucked. They know that they're going to die. They know that they've been like taken to the execution. How they executed. Strangled. Oh, you fucking joking. Unbelievable. Okay. Well, who's doing us the favour today? Congratulations, Malaysia. Today, the Thai Air Force, the Royal Thai Air Force, have a very special Christmas delivery for you. We'll call him Santa sleigh. Yeah, Santa. Santa's on his way with presents. Santa's sleigh is coming. Courtesy the Royal Thai Air Force. And what if they won? Not a tactical nuke, no, but I can show you. Let's have a look. Yeah.
If that's the way she feels about it, why doesn't she just end it all? Oh no, not me. I'm not ready for that final disappointment. Because I know, just as well as I'm standing here talking to you, that when that final moment comes, and I'm breathing my last breath, I know what I'll be saying to myself. Is that all there is? Is that all there is?
Ah, fantastic. Okay.
Is that all?
Congratulations,
there is?
Malaysian death camp.
If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the blues.
You have won a vacuum bomb. Thermobaric munitions, also called vacuum bombs, are powerful explosives that use two-stage processes. First, dispersing a cloud of fuel, like fine metal powers or organic matter, and then igniting it, creating an intense fireball and powerful shockwave that consumes oxygen, causing severe blast and burn injuries, devastatingly close spaces, and being highly effective in urban warfare. Yeah. So basically, it sucks all the oxygen out of the air. Yeah. Let's see if this is going to be bigger. Yeah, that's what this is. Oh. Anyway, we have these.
Weapons of mass destruction, thermobaric weapons are also known as vacuum bombs. They work in 2 steps. A charge contained in a warhead explodes. Made of gas, liquid, or finely pulverized explosives, it forms an aerosol cloud. A second explosive charge ignites that cloud, which creates a fireball reaching a temperature of 3,000 degrees. The impact also creates a huge shockwave. Oxygen in the surrounding air is sucked in, generating a vacuum and a huge overpressure 1.5 to 2 times higher than the overpressure caused by conventional explosives. This is what causes fatal injuries to all living beings around. In the immediate surroundings, bodies are literally pulverized. A little further away, the blast causes ruptured eardrums, severe concussions, rupture of internal organs, and blindness. These weapons have already been used in Afghanistan, Syria, and Chechnya, especially in urban areas. Russia has them in stock, as does the United States. They are not banned by the Geneva Conventions, but using them against civilians potentially amounts to a war crime.
And are they civilians really? Probably not. The definition of civilian these days is so slippery. Yeah. Anyway. That was delivered just then. Yeah, I've been informed that was delivered. And that whole fucking farm. I'll show you what it did. Was it just one or several? Several. this whole area, basically. Yeah. Yeah, basically, like, anywhere that like a radius like that. Yeah, that whole area is gone. Just a fucking big burn. Like a big fucking burn mark. Like on a big black mark on the map. That's it. That's all that's there now. Yeah. No pictures of the bird where they went, goodbye. Good riddance. Fuck you. Yeah, strangling them to, you're not even gassing, like, unbelievable. That is so fucking fucked up. We won't miss you. Yeah, no. What if it's proudly supporting that shit? Yeah. Fuck you. Proudly supporting thermobaric bombs being used against the you scumbags. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. You've been watching No Pictures of the Better podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Now, I've been going for over 3 hours. I'm going to wrap it up. I'd like to thank Sylvia Jeffries, especially for supporting my new joke, which is Man Eats Cooking. All right, she's like, just do my whole, please. You asked for it. Now here it is. Man Eats Cooking. I thank Tarbo, represented here by the channel. Don't forget we're getting married. Oh shit, I got time, man. I love you deeply, Tarbo. Kitty Kine, happy birthday, Kitty Kine. Did you have a good day? Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. We had fun today. Best birthday ever. See you soon. You've been watching No Pictures of the Better podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Thanks, Alex Harding, for providing the theme song, Zoo Eyes. You got what you earned. You got what you earned.